Danganronpa.
Alright, well, let's get this started. Oh, whoa, hold on. Actually, I need pen and paper for notes because I feel like I need to know a lot. Okay. I've got a notepad. I've got switch over to streams. Hi, yeah, okay. It is allergy season, so you guys are gonna deal with little avatar me instead of regular me today. And screen showing. Okay, so while we're waiting for people to come in, we're going to go through all the truth bullets. Okay, so we are the 79th class. Same year as 78th. Okay, it was the intention of hosting Academy to cover up a certain incident by attracting attention on recruiting new students more quickly. Okay, noted. Hey! Welcome in! Well, it's okay. Last time was mostly just information reading, so you really didn't miss too much. Just everything I'm actually going over right now I'm writing down so I don't forget. Alright, I don't think I need to write down who Kamakura is. I absolutely know who Kamakura is. I also know what the biggest, most they say it differently. The biggest, most desperate event in human history. Got it. I know who the ultimate despair is. Yeah, so don't worry too much. You didn't miss too much. Alright, murder class. Got it. Alright, Kisaragi, ultimate inventor. Okay, hold on. So, Kisaragi fought against despair. Okay, yeah. Okay, despair agents. Seems pretty standard. Monokuma in IPR. Okay, got it. Monokuma. Okay, memory manipulator. A device capable of removing, modifying, manipulating memories. Oh god, all these notes? Okay, I feel like I don't need to know the notes on, which one's which, like... I hope not. That would suck. Alright. Mikako and Kisaragi are related, or adopted related. According to an open message on the computer, the headmaster's office, there's a machine-made simple memory. Okay, it's through. Okay, I think I got the gist of everything. I don't really know how it's all gonna go down, but I got the gist of everything. So, am I starting? I'll give her one more minute. 7:05. 7:05, we'll start the trial. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, so what I think's going on so far is I think either me, Yuki, hey, welcome in! I was like, I just went over all my truth bullets. I have a notepad and everything right now. I've taken down notes. Hopefully I don't suck. No, it's allergy season right now, and I look exactly how you imagine someone who's going through allergies is looking right now. So I'll have it for next time. Next time I'll even dress up all Monokuma-y and everything too. But I'm like, nah, I look like, again, I'm not sick. It's just allergies. I walk outside and like you can see all the pollen in the air, how bad it is. Alright, well, it is 7:05. Let's go ahead and begin the final class trial. Let's start with the explanation of this final class trial. In this class trial, we will discuss all the truths of the killing school life. If you uncover all the purposes and means of the Mastermind, including this killing school life, then the students will be victorious, and they'll be able to return home safely through the helicopter waiting outside. See, now my voice is doing a Monokuma thing. However, if you can't figure out all of them, you will all receive a harsh punishment, and as the survivors come down to 0, your killing school life comes to an end. Oh, by the way, in this class trial, I am also participating in the discussion. Please treat me as a student, not as a judge. And surely this will be a fair trial? Well, of course. There will be no such thing as slaughtering in the middle. This trial's gonna be something? Okay, I want to say I'm prepared, but I think I am. I don't know. Well, of course. Or refusing to admit defeat. We'll take it easy, but not too much. We're going to find the truth and get out of here. Hey, Maeda. I'm sorry, but not everyone will. Don't forget we had to punish those guys who made us do this and took the lives of innocents. Oh, I'm so scared. Well, if you win, I won't stop you no matter what you do. Okay. Oh, why does he sound so confident? He looks suspicious too. I'm not confident at all. There's nothing suspicious. Actually, I'm not sure if we have to go this far, but Ms. Tyra wants this. Monokuma-sama, please don't tease them too much. Is everything in order now? I was like, hey, Iron Man. Yeah, it's like Kinjo the gassy baby who keeps peeing on everything. Ugh, okay, Miss Tyra Musher. Well, now, you guys, let's discuss the truth now. Okay, the discussion for the truth. A class trial to uncover the truth of all the events has begun. What we investigated this time, and based on everything we've experienced so far, let's find out the reasonings as much as possible. And we must win. I'll punish the evil mastermind and get out of here alive with my friends. Hey, happy Friday! Gonna do anything, Iron Man, this weekend? I was like, my plans is go see John Wick because I'm so excited for it. But if you suddenly ask us to discuss the truth. Confused on where to start? I thought you would be, so I prepared a question from my side. Question? It's not a discussion about a murder case, and the number of people is small, so I think it's better to talk than talking randomly. Basically, you'll answer the question I ask, and I will tell you on the spot whether the answer is correct. If you answer each question in this way, won't you be able to reach the truth? It's not a bad plan. Start wherever you like. Okay, so the first question goes like this. The identity of this place where we are now, since this is the most basic fact that is connected to the truth. Well, the identity? There's nothing to think about too long because we've known for each for a long time. The identity of this place is... Oh, come on, really? No, is this the thing on English? Okay, hold on. Now I wasn't ready for this starting the thing. Okay, hold on. Kisaragi in Korean. Okay, so it's... Oh, no, wait, it's none of these. Kisaragi Foundation? I was expecting to Google already. Okay, so it is 7 and a dash. Okay, 7 and a dash first. Got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Followed by Y and a dash. Oh no. What looks like a... That? Okay. 2 and a dash. Yeah, where's Google Translate boy? We need him. Is that a 2? Oh no, there's a 2 and a dash. Okay. 7 on a line. Yeah, that looks good enough. Nope. Oh wait, no wait, which side is 7? This one. Okay, and then another 7 and a dash. No? Okay, never mind. No, not that. That one? No? Okay, okay. So now... this? Nope. Nope. Wait, is it? I was like, wait, I was like, this is all I have left? This thing. Alright, and then I don't know how to describe the next one. That one. Yay, look at that, I did it. I definitely know Korean. I love that, you know, Yuki couldn't just say this. The identity of this place that we are now. At first, everyone believed that it was Hope's Peak Academy, but that wasn't true. The true identity is a laboratory owned by the Kisaragi Foundation. The exact name is the 3rd Kisaragi laboratory. The board near the entrance was almost erased, so I couldn't read it properly, but it seems that it's a research center mainly for software and brain research. What's even more surprising is the fact that this lab is not located in a central city, but it's located on an island surrounded by sea on all sides. Right? Like, let me go put that in Duolingo. I'm like, hey look, pass me already, alright? We were moved to a place like this without our knowledge. Yeah, the view beyond the 5th floor door that I saw when I investigated it, it was definitely shocking. I didn't know whether or not it was Hope's Peak Academy, but I would have never guessed it to be this far. Then, the fact that you guys know that means that the door to the outside has been opened. Well, except for the fact that it was an island and the exact name, I had already predicted this a long time ago. Immediately after leaving the ballroom, Mekaru explained it to us. Well, I also made some guesses based on the traces of the Kisaragi Foundation everywhere in the research facilities that cannot be seen as school facilities, although there's no corroboration. Well, yeah, the door to the outside. That door on the 5th floor reminded me of the structure of this building. The place we thought was the 1st floor was actually the 4th basement floor. The place we thought was the 5th floor was the real 1st floor, connected to the ground. I remembered before coming here. After Yuhara found Maki's phone, it was only natural that it came as out of range of signal. It was in the middle of an unknown sea, and the place we tried to call at the time was the 1st floor of the school dormitory. Meaning, on the 4th floor basement. Oh, that's the right answer. This is a 3rd floor Kisaragi. This is a 3rd Kisaragi research lab. I think it was a facility built for artificial intelligence research when the Kisaragi Foundation was around here. It seems that it has been neglected for a long time because it has gradually declined since the 2nd CEO took over and it has become obsolete. Oh, and the structure is also correct, but to be precise, it's not a 1-story building. It's been in a bit of remodeling right now. You said you want to... Yeah. Give me another baby. I added 2 more for tomorrow's episode, but I have plenty of room, so I'm going to fill up the entire household of babies. And one is, of course, Ray. All right, yeah. Okay, Ray being a very stern baby would be funny. You know, you keep saying fire when you say Mikado's name, and I'm like, does he light the entire place on fire? Originally, there was an elevator going only up. How do you know so much about the subject, even though you're not a person from the Kisaragi Foundation? It's not surprising, because I know that much. No, you guys originally knew. Huh? Past tense? That means... Kisaragi himself informed us. The one who brought us here in the first place. Hey, Kinjo-sama, stop. Leave it until there. Even if your memories have returned to you alone, don't go too far. The game will be fun, right? I won't get until we play it. Game, don't make me laugh, you rotten bitch. Wasn't it you who told me my ban was lifted when I arrived at the trial? Besides, this isn't a trial in a murder case. It's just a trial that uncovers the truth. The sense of the game is to be enjoyed alone. No, this is entertainment. Didn't I tell you? Originally, I could have disposed of you all without having to do this, but I only gave you a chance to tell me the truth through my promise for them and entertainment. Not necessarily saying that fire's definitely a big part of him, not necessarily saying it's a good thing. I have a sense that you may be hinting that he sets people, places, or things on fire. I hope it's Monokuma's on fire, because that'd be funny. I have a feeling you may mean people or places. I'm thinking very Nagito-based theming right now. I'm like, okay, Nagito set a warehouse on fire. This guy maybe set... Oh, what if he set the dorm rooms on fire? Like, nah, we ain't sleeping or hiding out here in the night. We're gonna make this an even thing. Hey, or maybe he gets set on fire. I don't know. You have to obey the rules and have a sound trial on both sides. And if you don't follow the rules, it's no fun, you know. What? Are you threatening me now? This is a joke. If this is the case, this isn't a fair trial anymore, is it? I'm doing this for you. You see, there are people who get confused when Kinjo-sama goes too far ahead. Well, it can't be. Kisaragi brought us here. But the Kisaragi Foundation? Huh? You haven't gotten far into the game, but judging by what I've seen him so far, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Don't forget, this is a class trial. It's important to clear up with order and agree with everyone's opinion. And fluttering around that memory of yours alone is like claiming that you found the culprit without any clues and just went around cheating. I don't mean to take her side, but I like to ask this from my side as well. I sometimes wonder how far the truth can be reached only with the information we found out. Alright, but if you're stuck, don't hesitate to ask for help. I mean, can I say help now, Kinjo? Like, please? But there must be information that only the one who gained their memory knows. So that's all. Let's go slow, because there's still plenty of time here. So how far did we go? You were only told that this place was the Kisaragi Research Lab, Miss Tyra. Oh, that's right. This is the third Kisaragi Research Lab. It's not Hope's Peak Academy. Then why are you, the students of Hope's Peak, at this research center in the middle of the sea? Whether it's a game or entertainment, we're also getting to know them. Somehow I feel this was predetermined. But even so, we're getting closer to the truth. The reason we're at the Kisaragi lab, well, let's discuss this. Nah, we're good. Okay, so I have the thing now that my first bullet I get loaded is the right one, I believe. Right? I can't mess up if that's the case. Memory manipulator, okay. Yes! Why are you? Must have been at Hope's Peak Academy. Well, the last memory we all had right before we were imprisoned here. It was the day of the self-introduction. Oh crap. Yeah, we've been erased. We've been erased from our memories since then. But in common sense, they only remove certain things. No. Yeah. Luca's gonna get through this trial. Some kind of machine? Wouldn't it be possible if you use something like that? Well, a machine? What machine? That I'm not sure. A machine capable of removing, modifying, or manipulating memories for a certain period of time, maybe. Ugh. What's wrong, Maeda? Well, nothing. I just felt dizzy. Well, anyway, wouldn't it be possible to erase our memories using such a machine? You say it was a machine. What kind of machine is it? Are you talking about fantasies, Yuki? Have you ever seen it? Well, no, I haven't seen it, but somehow I just... Huh? Why? Why did I naturally think this idea was correct? Are you okay? You seem nervous. Do you not feel well? Well, it's not like that. I was saying my thoughts, but there's no proof. If there's any confirmation, there is, Maeda. Yuki's getting this happen. Yuki, don't puke up blood, okay? Huh? As Maeda said, there was a machine capable of wiping our memories. What? Really? You guys don't know because you've lost that memory, but I saw it in my hazy consciousness just before I lost my memory. A gigantic mechanical device that swells up in my head. Was that maybe the huge shadow behind the information processing room? I can't say for sure because it was dark, but I think that it's probably true. What's certain is that the Mastermind clearly used a memory erasing device, as Maeda said. Well, I'm surprised. I didn't think there was really a machine like that. If it wasn't for Kinjo's testimony, I'm sure I wouldn't believe it. Yeah, it's surprising. But rather than that machine, it's more surprising that Maeda mentioned that machine. Well, this can be one of two things. Huh? You don't usually think of such absurd thoughts first, do you? Still, Maeda answered right away without thinking of any other possibility. It's very amazing. Well, well... Ow. I'm not sure. Somehow I just thought that first. One is that Yuki has whatever was shocking Kurikawa, or Yuki is glitching because he's a... It's like, who threw the magnet on Yuki? I'm not sure. Somehow I just thought that first. When something like that came out, it made me dizzy. Maybe Maeda's memories are slowly coming back. His memories are coming back? If my memory is correct, that woman, Akane Taira, did that. The machine was still in the prototype stage, so there are some uncertainties. My memory came back, but not in a perfect state. I was like, until Yuki chops off his arm, we see yes, that is blood and bone in there and not robot pieces. We're like, nah, he's a robot. Is that right? Well, the chatter seems to be getting a bit long. But anyway, it's the truth. The one I used for you is called a memory manipulation device, since there's no official name for it. In the past, a machine that was used by a certain student while improving it. I was also taken over, so I don't know the details of this part. I'm feeling a bit squeamish, but I can keep going. The reason we were brought to a Kisaragi lab must have something to do with that erased memory. Wait, there's something I'd like to know before that. To be able to manipulate memories, Akane Taira, did you erase your own memory? Yeah. That's still in doubt, but at the end of the class trial, you said something out of context. It was hard days to live without thinking about them. Besides, Monokuma said, "Are you back?" It feels like her personality completely changed since she's been acting so far. I can't explain that kind of purpose erasing your own memories. The only problem is that if it happens to be part of the plan, the future becomes unclear as a result for the Mastermind. I was going to explain this a little later, but it can't be helped. As Mekuru just said, I erased my own memories. Was that really it? You don't have any idea, do you? I don't know what your purpose is, but even if you erase your memory, you won't even know your original purpose, right? That's because in the first place, my memory had nothing to do with the purpose. Just as my memory is back now, I've also prepared the keyword to get my memory back, just in case. Well, that's how it happened. That's how it roughly happened. I'm done with my story. We're gonna finish talking about me, right? Still, she really erased her own memories. That's why she used the expression, "This is the real me." But I don't know why. What's the benefit of doing such a thing? Why did I do that? If you look closely, my memories don't really matter to me. It would be bothersome to consider the number of issues later. If you've forgotten where you're supposed to be talking, I'll help. Erasing your memories is the aftermath of using a memory manipulation device. and even said that those lost memories have something to do with why you're here. Noisy. Even if you don't say anything, I know. Well, anyway, when we woke up, the fact that we were in Hocus Peak Academy or the Kisaragi lab means that we're already in this place before we lost our memories. That's the way it is, isn't it? Well then, is it something weird? If we hadn't been kidnapped, I don't think we would have come to such a strange place just because we were crazy. No, maybe the premise that this is a strange place is wrong. Huh? Didn't she say it a while ago? That they did some remodeling? In other words, it's possible that this Kisaragi lab was modified to imprison us from the beginning. It's not a possibility. It's about being right. Isn't it crazy that the lab looks like a school? Besides, the surveillance cameras equipped with guns and various machines we saw at the time of execution can only be seen as the latter case. Well, not only that, we've also been suspicious of the Kisaragi Foundation because the place we went to was the Kisaragi Foundation's lab. On the contrary, the Kisaragi Foundation might have been the ones protecting us. Well, no, but it's not just speculation. Oh wait, hold on, I wrote that down. Nope, I just wrote down Kisaragi Foundation fought against despair. Nope, I wrote terrible notes. Many clues have already been found. Just as we heard from Kinjo, Kisaragi was originally our classmate. Contrary to what we thought, he might have been in a position to fight against the Mastermind. No, Teria, no. Oh, wait a minute, Yuki. Aren't you getting too ahead of yourself? Teria, is there something you want to object to? Well, of course. I did my own investigation too. I mean, I tried to do my own reasoning, but looking at what we found, I can't believe that the Kisaragi Foundation's innocent. This is what I believe. If I'm wrong, then please convince me. Hey, welcome in! I was doing fine, but now Teria's like, hey, I'm gonna fight you. I'm like, no, fight someone else. Oh, oops, yeah, da. Right? I'm like, Teria, come on. Oh, Kinjo's thing doesn't work for this, does it? That's fine. Oh, oops. But they were fighting in the... Aren't you overthinking too much? This is not easily killing so far. Even it's not directly to the Mastermind. Possibility of supporting the Mastermind is still there. No, wait, okay, last one. Right, Google Translate Boy was our friend. Yeah, move over. God, I love this infinite right here. No, you're wrong. Right, we may have known Google Translate Boy for, I think, at max 3 hours, but he was our baby. Teria, that's not it. The Kisaragi Foundation didn't support the Mastermind. There's evidence of that on the computers in the electrical room of the second floor dormitory. Just as Teria said, the Mastermind singled out the Kisaragi Foundation, but the Foundation refused to cooperate and fought against them. Well, I know that too. But that only means they couldn't cooperate voluntarily. Maybe they were forced to follow them, right? That data also contained contents that they threatened to take their successor as hostage. It's as you say, Teria, but didn't you read to the end? It's clearly written here that they were going to keep their hands off from the Kisaragi Foundation considering their profits and loss. Okay, I totally knew this. Yep, Yuki. I really just wrote down, fought despair. In addition, there's another reason why the Mastermind doesn't need to seek help from the Kisaragi Foundation. Oh, there is. It's obvious if you look at the technology used by the Mastermind. They've received some help somewhere, but not from the Kisaragis. This means they received aid from elsewhere. There must have been evidence, that is. What? Okay, hold on. Is it, okay, hold on. Despair agents? Maybe not. Okay, maybe I have to read these notes. You're seeing lots of parallels between this ending and the DR2 one. Oh yeah, because the Future Foundation, so the Kisaragi Foundation. Alright, okay, that one's talking about Mikuro and Junko. It seems like Makako knows it too, blah yada. Oh wait, hold on. The writer who stepped too deeply in dark side of the academy is suffering a lot mentally. Blah de la de la. The writer said they'll protect their friends. They also mentioned the headmaster prepared a shelter. What kind of technology the Mastermind was using. Oh, okay. Oh, we're talking about all the... Okay. Okay, so we have the memory storage devices as technology. We have Rudy's the manipulator. Okay, that's the only device thing I can think of we got here. No. That's fine. They said they are suspicious, but Makako tells them to trust in them. Thanks to her, they fought back? Oh, Monokuma! Monokuma's the technology they're using, right? Yeah! Okay, cool. Well, that's because the Mastermind has already received cooperation from other than the Kisaragi Foundation. A different source? I heard it from the display in the information processing room, but there was information about Monokuma. According to that information, the place where Monokuma was made in Toa City, from Toa Group. Oh yeah, Toa. A robot built with technology. Toa. Unlike the Kisaragi Foundation, no one knows about them. I don't believe it either, but it was mentioned carefully. Because they got the cooperation of the Toa Group, there was no need to threaten or seek the help of the Kisaragis. Well, I can't believe it. There are several chain stores subcontracted to Toa City and Atori Mart. I'm sorry, but what Maeda-san has said is true. We have no contact with the Kisaragi Foundation. All the necessary technology was lent by the Toa Group. Ah, Toa, I miss them. So, there is nothing strange about saying that the Kisaragi Foundation was actually the one who protected us. Oh, wait then. All the evidence for those claims is all that Akane prepared, right? There's a possibility that everything was manipulated. That is not likely. Huh? How many times did I tell you that this trial is fair? Besides, there is no benefit for us doing that. At the start, I said that this trial itself was like a bonus stage. But if you keep suspecting and doubting, it'll get difficult, won't it? I don't know about the Toa Group, but I can attest that the Kisaragi Foundation is innocent. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Well, let's say that the Kisaragi Foundation was on the side of the Mastermind. But if not, then why are we in their laboratory? I don't get it. What does the Kisaragi Foundation have to do with us in the first place? If it's not for the Mastermind, why are they related to us? It's obvious. There wasn't just only one point of contact between us and the Kisaragi Foundation, wasn't it? He was a freshman in the 79th class of Hope Speak Academy like us. The existence of Yamato Kisaragi. When Kisaragi showed up after we lost our memories, I was so mentally withdrawn that I couldn't meet him properly. But from what I heard, He was so unstable that he couldn't communicate properly. At this point, of course, I think all of you will know, but Kisaragi never had such a handicap when he was in school. Before he lost his memory, he was rather a leader and a lively guy, more than anyone else. What happened to that guy who got into such a state? I don't know that either. Maybe it was the aftermath of the amnesia. Wait, no, hold on. I know that Kisaragi was a classmate, but that's all there is to it. It's not even my family, but his whole family was associated to us? Family? Looking back, it seems that there was a student who was more than just a classmate with Kisaragi and was very close. No, I have that. Okay, I know that one. That's the picture. Family photo, go! Well, Teria, what if there really was a family-like relationship connection? Well, what do you mean? Didn't you see the headmaster's office? The picture of Kisaragi's childhood. That family photo? Of course I saw it. What's that about? The girl who was photographed there is Kurikawa. Just stunned silence. He's like, what? That was Kurikawa? Why are you so surprised? If you just look at that girl, it's her, isn't it? Well, no, but she's so different, isn't she? I can't even imagine seeing Kurikawa smiling so brightly like that. It's like the spitting image of her in the exact same clothing. It's like, nah, no, look at that smile. Can't be her. Don't do Google Translate, kids. Well, that's certainly true. No matter what memory loss... Oh, that's really true. No matter what memory loss is, the Kurikawa we know today was a dark and gloomy student. With such an impression and of a few words. Originally, seeing the picture for the first time, I wouldn't have been convinced that the girl in the picture was actually Kurikawa. But why did I think it was Kurikawa without any doubt? It looks just like her. Right? Oh no, she grew up. She got taller. Was it because I saw something like that in my dream? But it must have been a dream, at least to me. I had never seen Kurikawa like this. Still, why? Gugh. It's not unreasonable for you to think that way, but like I said before, Kurikawa had a very bright personality. And just like Maeda said, Kisaragi was like a family. No, they were a family. I spoke directly to Maeda-sama about this. Kurikawa-sama lost her family when she was young and was abandoned in the streets. The Kisaragis who found her adopted her and was raised by their people. Hanzo Kisaragi, the president of the Kisaragi Foundation at the time, and Yamato Kisaragi's father, can be said to be the father to Kurikawa as well. Likewise, to Kisaragi-sama and Kurikawa-sama, they must have been like siblings. Well, looking at the two of them normally, it seems that to Kisaragi-sama, you are his younger brother. Isn't that right, Kinjo-sama? Yes, Kinjo. Don't talk to me so casually, you criminal bitch. So I think I need to have Kokichi teach Kinjo bad words as a baby, just to make him grow up to, you know, who he's gonna be. As for the other students, I don't know, but to Kisaragi, Kurikawa's family. Kurikawa's reaction to the Kisaragi Foundation was proof of that. So you're saying the Kisaragi Foundation really protected us? There's a reason for that, but this is all I can say. During our school life, we all had a very close relationship. So I think that even if someone other than Kisaragi, we would have supported each other. Because there are a lot of people who are hurt and hungry for love. You're an exception. I hate myself for speaking kind to you in the past. There are clues that the Kisaragi Foundation protected us, but would it be okay to hold for a minute before that? As Kinjo said earlier that Kurikawa was originally like that, like Kisaragi that he had a bright personality. Those two, they probably didn't have their own memories erased properly. Huh? Yeah, I thought about that too. In the case of Kurikawa, she even tried to tell us about the Mastermind in her last moments. I doubt that it was a blurred memory. Why didn't they tell us the truth at first? Why were they a special exception? Well, I don't know. Guess it. Actually, I think about it. If Rei and Mikado are added as babies, each antagonist would have a kid that is parallel to them. That would be... yeah, huh? Oh, I don't know about Mikado, but... Oh, by the fire things you're saying, I'm guessing he's very Nagito-esque. Did Kurakawa and Kisaragi really know everything? But how? I have a feeling that something is coming up in mind. Let's talk about this with everyone and think about it more deeply. Yes, I like these because I have the answers. Thank you, Kinjo. Your perk is the best perk. Yeah, because like Someone's Note 4, like I never was on Someone's Note 4. Memory storage. Why couldn't the memories of those two be erased? Did you prepare something in advance? Well, no, that's uncertain, right? If the memory wasn't erased, it'd be strange for them not to speak up at all. If they really knew to stay quiet, maybe the two of them were on the Mastermind side. No. Eh? It was a joke. So the chance doesn't exist. So it'll be difficult to know if the two of them had something we didn't have. He's Kokichi-like, but less childish? Okay. Yeah. Infinite, take that. Okay, so is it prepare for memory storage? Or is it the other one? Let me see. Restraints don't speak at all. Okay, so it's the other one. It's the other one. It's prepared. Got it. Yeah. Especially when it's over 10. Yeah, it's like, especially all the notes. So I was trying to write down like what each note was, and I'm like, Well, a memory storage device. What? A device that minimalizes the damage of the memory manipulator based on samples of the memory manipulation devices. Kurakawa and Kisaragi used that machine, didn't they? What is that thing? Was it something you just imagined about? It's the first time I've heard such information. Maeda, where did you learn this? In the headmaster's computer. After the investigation was over and I was going down to the first floor, I found the computer turned on. Someone's voice in the computer told me about the storage device. That's something I don't trust. I also checked the computer of the headmaster, but it was in a state where the power was not being supplied at all. A negative Satsuki. Oh, I am so curious about that. You said it was turned on and you heard someone's voice. Are you sure it wasn't a dream? I mean, I don't believe it either that such a machine exists. But I didn't hear it wrong. I'm sure the computer's voice told me the information. And besides that, there was another thing. Oh, nope, we're breaking. We broke. Huh? Well, Yuki, are you okay? Sounds like you're wobbling. Well, yeah, it's okay. The discussion comes first. I'm not certain, but could this information explain that Kurakawa and Kisaragi's memories were still intact? That said, I think it's a bit too much to fit in. No need to worry, Mekuru. The information Maeda said is probably true. What? Is it really? I think that Kisaragi vaguely mentioned it. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but if he had been preparing for his memory erasure since then. Alright, I think we've come to a rough conclusion. Kurakawa-sama and Kisaragi-sama were able to avoid complete amnesia by using the memory storage device. What? You're gonna admit it right away? It's actually a little early, but it doesn't really matter. Moreover, the trial cannot proceed when there's a difference in opinion. Kisaragi-sama didn't know how to do it, but he made a similar device based on the data that he obtained on the memory manipulation device. It was a device that could resist the amnesia. Wait, Kisaragi made a device to resist amnesia. Does that mean he knew you guys would erase their memories? Why is that? And if he knew, why did only those two use the memory storage device? I'll talk about that a little later. Could you please stop cutting to the chase? Anyway, using that device, Kurikawa-sama and Kisaragi-sama didn't lose their memories as you might expect. Just because it was made hastily and was a wild product, side effects were present in the device. Little side effects? That's right, the voice inside the computer said that there may be side effects. This is why we need Google Translate Boy. He needs to use his ultimate inventor skills, clear Yuki's vibe. Right? Just open up, you know, his memory drive and be like, hey, look, we need to reboot you. And this side effect was so fatal that it could not be ignored. That side effect is called speech disorders. Well, maybe it is, I guess. It was Kisaragi-sama who made the machine in the first place, and there's only 2 of them who used it. I'm not a genius, so I don't know much about machines and stuff. There was that too. Kurikawa's strange speech was low, with few words, and Kisaragi's strange language was odd. It was a side effect of the memory storage. Besides, the side effects don't end there. There seems to be some individual differences, but the 2 of them had a few more. Kurikawa, for example, dynamic emotional change, and Kisaragi-sama lost his personality. So, then when Kinjo said that Kurikawa was originally a bright person. It's true. Kurikawa-sama was such a bright person even in class. Joy, sadness, anger, love. All of her emotions were incapable of expressing themselves due to the side effects. Then Kisaragi. Monokuma said there's an abnormality with his brain. That was a side effect. The original cheerful personality was gone, and his personality was twisted as if he had that. Well, what? A machine that prevents amnesia. What makes people's emotions and personality disappear? Well, as I said before, I'm not good at machines, because there were so many unknown things about the human brain. Wait, it's strange for something like this to happen. Kisaragi returned to normal for a brief moment, and Kurikawa also spoke even more at her final trial. I'm not sure about that either. If you think about the headaches Kurikawa-sama often felt, they were probably the pain of burning your own head. So, she must have overcome the side effects to do it. Monokuma's voice in the second game is really different, and I mean really different, but not in a bad way. I'll let it be a surprise. I like this anticipation of like Monokuma's gonna be weird. Do you all remember? The 2 of them were complaining of headaches when trying to remember something at an important moment. Well, that was the aftermath of forcing you to ignore the side effects. I can't 100% prove it though, but this I can be sure of. Pain continues to happen when you keep ignoring the warnings of the side effects. Your body sends you, and if you don't obey the commands the brain sends you. Splat! That's what they said. The brain cells that could overcome their host would make them die in the— oh wait, Yuki's having these shocks though. Yuki! Don't make your brain go splat. I need you to the end of the trial, please. They said. Who said that to you? Kisaragi. Well, I eavesdropped there. Well then, when Kurikawa suddenly spit blood and died. The fact that Kisaragi exploded on his own. Oh! Teria, you may be dumb one brunch. He may be the dum-dum, but you saw this for me. I didn't think about Kisaragi exploding on his own. You mean it was all because of that? Kurikawa's death was certainly so unnatural. Her hair suddenly bursting from the inside without any sign. Oh my god, how violent is this? It was the aftermath of the side effects. If your memories are fine until a while ago, why would you not want to say anything to them? You might think that, but it's actually the other way around. Kurikawa always tried too hard to tell the truth every minute, every second. In the aftermath of amnesia, the memories related to our school life came out of her voice. My god, it must have been a horrible headache just thinking about it. You must have seen a lot of Kurikawa-sama's headaches from time to time. Why did you do that? If you hadn't tried to recall her memory, hadn't tried to tell the truth, she wouldn't have felt the pain, right? Such a thing. Damn it, Kurokawa. Yes, that was it. Because Kurokawa was nice and kind, but anybody else she tried to do it for everyone. Apart from Kurokawa, what happened to Kisaragi? Right? But also, could she not... I mean, you know, not that I want her to test it out, but could she have written it down, maybe? I don't know. Brain maybe would not explode then? You said her brain was overheating, but Kisaragi died with a hole in his chest. Wasn't this someone's intention? No, Yuki, no. Let them answer, Yuki. Let them answer. Oh, Meguru, I think I know the cause. Fine. Kisaragi's chest was destroyed like a bomb exploded. And there was information about the storage device that was assumed to be the cause of this outcome. We said it was Monokuma, right? Right? Was there a detonator? I don't remember the last trial. That was like 2 weeks ago. Okay, detonator. I'm not supposed to know what Monika's voice is. That it reminds me of a voice of a character from me. Oh, okay, neat. No, I didn't mean to click. Please ignore that. That Yuki just saying everything. It must be, looks at hand, Monokuma? The voice on the computer I heard about the storage device added one thing. The voice also mentioned side effects, and in order to prepare any possible side effects, they said they made a small detonator that explodes with an internal signal. External. A detonator? There was so much noise that I couldn't understand anything. But they told someone to kill them if anything happens as a result of the side effects. I was unconscious at the time of Kisaragi's death, so I don't know if what Maeda said is true, but I think the voice in that computer was Kisaragi himself. Well, wait a minute. Kisaragi is dead, ain't he? It must have been pre-recorded, or something like that. It's a clue that Akane Taira left to investigate anyway. No, to be honest, I'm new to this information as well. That's what I said, didn't I? I think it might be a little too early for this. Like, surprise, Yuki! I'm the virus in your little computer brain. What? Then how did Maeda hear this? It wouldn't be a lie to hear the exact words. Well, it doesn't matter, right? It's not a big deal. Anyways, just as Maeda-sama said, Kisaragi-sama made a detonator and installed it in himself, and Kurokawa-sama on purpose. At the time, they were not sure about the side effects, so they literally put insurance on them. From here on, I'll explain. Genjo-kun said I was the one who killed Kisaragi-kun after the trial. But in truth, the culprit is Miss Kurokawa. This device was never made by me. The detonator was made by Kisaragi-kun, but it was Miss Kurokawa who installed it. So I guess we were technically right the whole time then. Yay? Since Kisaragi-kun was killed by a bomb Miss Kurokawa mounted, the culprit was Miss Kurokawa all along. I made Hajime say every dumb answer possible because I thought it was so funny when he just said stupid things. But his makes sense. He's in a video game, so you're probably like, stop it. That's nonsense. No. It may sound far-fetched, but if you follow the rules of the class trial, the bomb is the weapon. If Kurokawa was the one who installed the weapon, then the culprit would naturally be Kurokawa. That's the conclusion of this story. Oh yeah, you fools! I never lied. The question is, who detonated the bomb? Maeda clearly said that the detonator explodes with an external signal to kill them. Okay, so first playthrough, just because I missed Makoto so much, I didn't like Hajime that much. And I was constantly like, Nagito the whole time, and he was like, oh god, Nagito. And I'm like, no, we love him. Come on, stop this. But he grew on me, like, sometime, like, I guess during the little mini games. And then I played the game again, and I'm like, no. I love how frustrated he is. Like, this is great. Makoto's still my favorite, though. of the Danganronpa protagonists. Meaning that the bomb doesn't explode until it gets a signal.
Huh? What?
Even if it was Kurikawa who installed the bomb, if it was someone else who sent the detonation signal, wouldn't the theory of Kurikawa being the culprit be a little strange?
That was... Don't be fooled by the past. I'm done talking about this now. You still don't even know why you're in the Kisaragi Foundation, so hurry up and discuss it.
Monokuma-sama, the gallery is getting tired, so shut up.
Aww.
Still, there's some truth in Monokuma-sama. The topic of conversation was increasingly related to the last incident. I've told you this a few times. Kisaragi-sama's murder case is nothing, so please, forget about it. Rather, what you're supposed to do is find out the truth of this killing school life, right? So, did you find out why you joined the Kisaragi laboratory?
Changing the topic.
But what she said is true. In any case, in order to win and escape from this trial, we need to know the overall background. Now, let's figure it out step by step, starting with what's in front of us.
Well, yeah. You even said that the Kisaragi Foundation wasn't on the side of the Mastermind, right? Well, still, the Kisaragi Foundation is good, and Kisaragi, the successor of the Foundation, was our classmate. And we know that Kurikawa was part of the Kisaragi family. There's really no way to know exactly what happened and why we're in this situation. No, you're wrong. Teria, that's not necessarily the case. To answer that woman's question, we started discussing the Kisaragi Foundation, but there were clear clues to the situation before we lost our memories. Nuh-uh, what was that?
You really are an idiot to no end. Do you even do your own investigation? Are you wearing your eyes for decoration?
God, I love you, Ray. I love you, Ray, so much. I want to use it as an insult from now on. Oh, those eyes, are those just for decoration? Because did you even see what's happening?
No. If you're like that, your brain is a problem. Just, no.
Ray. Okay, that's a smidge too far.
This is frustrating already.
It's been a while since you poured out a complete set of venomous words. There's no need to say something so harshly.
Okay, calm down everyone. I can answer if this is frustrating. It's because the clue is for everyone to see in the headmaster's office.
What? The headmaster's office? Aren't there only random meaningless notes in the office?
Oh god, he can't read either. How can you be so close to the realm that you don't even know this? This is a talent of fools.
Okay, you know what's fun is that we're all just insulting him, and if I get this wrong, I'm just insulting myself. Okay, so it seems that Terry doesn't understand well. I have no choice but to tell him. Among the notes of the headmaster's office, a clue that gives a rough idea of our situation. That is... Okay, so figure out which one I gotta give. So one is... Massacre? Nope. 2 is... Oh wait, there's a wiretapping tool to investigate around the school? Nope. Not important. Mukuro, Junko? Nope. Don't care. Alright, seems like it's this one. Headmaster prepared a shelter, but the words don't make much sense. Need to go to that place with their friends. Sounds good. Terry, I need some backup. He's precious. As Terry has said, there's a number of notes scattered around the headmaster's office. And one of those notes was written, "The researchers are on standby. Now I can bring my friends to that place. It'll be safe for the time being." And that's what it said. I love you, Tara, but you gotta get... I mean, if I was in Tara's shoes, because I admit, if I had like Ray and Kinjo, and like, you guys seem to know everything, like, you guys handle it, I will sit and look pretty and just nod and agree with whatever you want me to nod and agree to. Well, yeah, I think I saw something like that. Well, then, that place I mentioned is... Yes, Teria. We followed that person who wrote that note by ourselves into the Kisaragi laboratory. Ourselves? Who was the person who wrote that note? Well, in all likelihood, Yamato Kisaragi. In the notes of the headmaster's office, the name of Mikako was mentioned over and over again. And as Mikako's classmate, is the person who entered Hope's Academy this time. In other words, before entering the school, Mikako, before they were a close friend of Mikako Kurakawa. In the middle, it is said that he is the third representative. And there is also the words of them as a researcher. So it's a note written by Yamato Kisaragi. I am 99.9999% certain. Oh, Kisaragi took us to the lab? But why? Oh my god. Did we not read this out? For shelter. Well, it was to protect us. The note also mentioned that they would keep us something big happen outside, and we had to hide somewhere, so maybe they took us to the laboratory. Because Kisaragi was that kind of guy. Well, wait. If the note itself was a trap to make you think that Kisaragi wrote it. I love that everyone's so mad at him. Atori-sama, could you please stop making me repeat what I just said? There's no such thing. Atori-sama's stupidity adds fun to the trial. But there's something called being ignorant. Oh no, Teletubby! Don't worry, Teria. Everything we've said so far is true. I guarantee it. If you can think about it better than that, you will naturally agree. Do you even have a point? Oh, well, I continue to be suspicious of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was sure there must be something. There must have been a cause that put us in that situation. But now I can tell. If everything we said is true, it would be a terrible thing to disrespect Kisaragi into having such doubts. Thank you for finally forgiving him. I'm sorry I kept saying strange things. If you're in doubt, a note to summarize the situation would be the right thing to do. That's inevitable, because it was Kisaragi's hobby to write down everything on a note and keep records. They fell into the hands of the Mastermind and were placed in a suspicious spot. I mean, I can't remember, but Kisaragi was also our classmate, and I can't deny that he even protected us from danger. That's why we were so suspicious of him. Aww. Wait, but is this okay? Kisaragi took us to the laboratory to protect us. I understand to this point, but as a result, the laboratory was renovated like Hope's Peak Academy. The Mastermind created a stage for us to live in a killing school life. What in the world happened after Kisaragi brought us to the lab? Well, that's... Oh, you don't have anything to say? Yeah, that's the way it is. Because what happened after you entered the lab has left no clues about it. It's not that I didn't leave any. It's that I don't have a clue about this. Well, if we had a clue, the bloody 5th floor hallway. Remember that? Oh no, it's very sad. Oh, tell me. I love angst. But it'll be difficult to understand, even if I say this. This is Kinjo-sama's turn to step up. You used all kind of excuses to keep me quiet before, but now you want me to tell them? Huh? I was sorry you've been so quiet, so I'm giving you a chance. I said that, but it's just a little embarrassing because it's something outside of Kinjo-sama's memory. However, if your memory came back, you should use it. You finished writing chapter 3 and you're going to start on chapter 4. Oh wow, that's really quick. Which will be inspired by chapter 4 of this game. At least the murder will. Cool. Wait. Chapter 4 was Satsuki and... Oh no. It's gonna be sad. So, for the ignorant people, do a great speech, please. Whatever. I was gonna tell them anyway. Listen up, you guys. A huge incident appeared at Hope's Peak Academy, and we were in a situation where even our lives were at risk. Kisaragi brought us here to the lab to protect us from them. However, Kisaragi made one mistake. He didn't know that an Ultimate Despair student was hiding in our group, the 79th class. Well, if it's Ultimate Despair, you're talking about Akane. To be honest, even I didn't know that Akane Tyrant was the Ultimate Despair. It's no wonder that girl from the time of her admission, she pretended to be our classmate, completely melted with us. Oh my, it's not all a lie. Of course I hid my identity, but it's true that I was a classmate. I didn't pretend. Shut up. Just thinking about being a classmate with you makes my my blood boil upside down. I can barely understand. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Like I've been using actual Google to like figure out kind of the shapes of it. I'm like, I've been generally getting a hang of it. Plus I have my infinite don't lose stars thing, so I'm good. I can barely understand. Akane Taira didn't know she was in ultimate despair, and Kisaragi sent that girl into the laboratory. That's right. The first few days after entering the laboratory were calm. There was anxiety about being away from our family and being in the open sea, but we were all together. And for the time being, there was a mood to look at the situation positively. But then Akane Taira started moving the tide. Do you guys know why the 5th floor hallway was so bloody and messy? No! No! Oh my god. If you have Hina and Sakura having that, I will totally cry. I will absolutely cry. Like, I was already so sad with Sakura's death in the first one. That if Hina died with Sakura, like, no. Yeah, but why? It's because the researchers of the Kisaragi Foundation, who originally fled with us, were slaughtered there. Huh? A massacre. Akane Taira killed the researchers? No, she didn't kill herself. I mean, she didn't kill them herself. YouTube, I didn't say those two words together. Sakura is best girl. It was the Monokumas who started the slaughter. Oh, Monokumas? It was written on a note, but before the commotion at the Hosu Academy, Kisaragi had the Foundation researchers ready in advance. Thanks to our swift action, we, the 79th class, were able to escape to the laboratory. However, among us, Akane Taira and ultimate despair was handed over to the enemy. As a result, within a few days of evacuating here, a lot of Monokumas attacked the laboratory. It was a nightmare on the 5th floor. No, most of the experimental facilities were concentrated on the 1st floor of the laboratory. Yeah, YouTube, you heard nothing. I didn't say anything like that. Ignore all the other murder things, of course, too, but definitely didn't hear that. All the researchers were living there. At the time, we were in the basement where our dormitories are, so we could be safe there. When we were trying to keep in touch with each other somehow, I was attacked by Akane Taira and incapacitated. What? You were attacked? No matter how vigilant you were? No, one person neutralized all 14 of us? The job wasn't that easy. The lab was spacious. There were a lot of things going on at the time of the raid, but there was no one who could do a sane reaction to the sudden attack of that woman who we believed to be her friend. I barely noticed it just before, and knew that Akane Taira was the mastermind, but most of them probably lost consciousness without even knowing who they were attacked by. I actually did. Tuck the back of your neck like this. But that means that Kinjo didn't get hit right away, right? After dodging a surprise attack, they faced each other head on, but Kinjo lost? It's not so strange. After Akane Taira's memory came back, she showed her athletic ability. She must have received some special training. There's nothing special about it. This is just the basic skills of a maid, right? Well, Kinjo, what happened after that? I went unconscious, like you guys said. Akane Taira's nonsensical physical abilities quickly struck me too. I don't remember anything after that. Perhaps she used a memory manipulation device on all of us who fainted. As far as I know, this is it. The lights were lit and there were screams and alarms from the researchers, so I don't know the situation from any of you guys at the time. Anyway, I had an idea of Hina sacrificing herself, making a murder to make it look like it wasn't self-done. So it was a trying to let Sakura go free. Oh my god, she would. She absolutely would, and that fits so well. Oh no, but thanks to you, fortunately, that means the culprit was Akane Taira. We were able to get things going. Because it's obvious even if we don't see much after that. Researchers were killed. We, the 79th class, were all disabled and erased from our memories. Those who have completely taken over the laboratory were remodeling the building to their liking. As another Hope's Week Academy suitable for a killing life. That's what the name Danganronpa Another comes from. Nice. Akane's the first ultimate maid before V3, and I kind of prefer her instead of Mom Kurumi.
I do like how absolutely evil this one is. That being said, I love Kurumi's execution. That was very, very sad. But I do think she was very, very cruel in her killing. Like, okay, so if you agreed, like, hey, look, title drop by Ray, right? Roll credits. I was like, someone goes like, hey, you can totally, like, you know, murder me because I want you to or whatever. Why drowning? It's like the worst way. Like, it was not a nice way to go. Like, could drop some pills because you're the ultimate maid and it's like it's tea or something. I don't know. She said the line. So that's how it happened. In the end, Kisaragi and Kurikawa, they were outplayed and fooled by her. This is the truth. The reason we ended up killing each other in the first place, we didn't even know. The same cause when we came to the Kisaragi Foundation's research laboratory. It's finally time to summarize this. To put an end to this terrible case. Wait, what? Okay, the climax reasons are part of the complete development case. Oh, we're in the cartoon? Okay, so... is this... we're not halfway through this already, are we? Okay, hold on. Aww. Right? It's like, Kermit, you were doing way too much. Look at my precious baby. And my precious baby. My precious baby. Okay. Kisaragi did something in advance. Yeah, it was literally just that glove piece. That was it. There's that one. Oh, look at Juko. Alright, getting ready. Okay. So, Kisaragi knew something's gonna happen. It's okay, guys. So, helicopter. Getting ready to go somewhere in the helicopter. So many precious babies. We're totally alive and not dead. Yeah. The Mastermind was mixed among us. Yeah. Who's a precious baby murderer? We are the new students who enter Hope Speak Academy. We were called the 79th class. In our memory, we suddenly lost consciousness while gathering at the entrance hall on the day of the entrance ceremony and introducing ourselves. But in reality, that wasn't it, because we went to school in our normal lives and had been classmates for several months already. The reason we didn't know about it was because the Mastermind used some method to manipulate the memories of us all. The biggest reason seems to be that there was a part that differed from the real version from the memory of the first time we ever met. Okay, hold on, but no Ahoge here either. So what happened? Oh, okay. Aww, I miss him. That's right. One of the students of the 79th classroom of Hope Speak Academy, Yamato Kisaragi's existence. We weren't 15 in total. The real number of the 79th class was 16. Looking at all their hair, they could have made a rainbow. And they could have. Oh, that's cute. Also, I love that Terry's too short for the picture here. Like, even Inori got, to be in a photo of him, but Terry was like, made it, barely. But my Teletubby spiky head. For some reason, we didn't remember Kisaragi. All memories related to him were gone. So, after leaving the ballroom, Kisaragi appeared in front of us, but we didn't know who it was. No matter how much our memories were manipulated, it is certain that he was our classmate, and all our friends who died while killing each other. Meanwhile, there's something behind Hope Speak Academy. It's a fact we didn't know at all.
But by the time we entered the school, if we didn't hide ourselves somewhere, it seems that a big event was going on that can endanger our lives. To be fair, I just didn't think of making Yuki with an Hoge when he first began. To make the story, but then used it for a plot later, and it's a pretty fantastic way of using it. Neat. I love that. You're like, no, totally not a mistake, and then write a whole story on it, and that works really well. Like, I wish. I wish I could do that well. And, unlike us who didn't know anything, Kisaragi seemed to know this. He was thinking of evacuating us somewhere for our safety. And thanks to that, we were safe in a refuge. We can't be sure because our memories were erased, but based on the information we had found so far, I'm guessing something very bad happened at the school. It can be said that we were barely alive thanks to Kisaragi's quick response. Looking at the notes in the headmaster's office, it seems that Kisaragi escaped from Hope's Academy with us. I don't know what happened to our families or what happened to the other students left behind, but in the end, I think Kisaragi deserves our thanks for saving our lives. The place Kisaragi tried to escape with us was in his family, an unused research lab owned by the Kisaragi Foundation. A place on a remote island not known to anyone other than the Foundation, so it must have been decided that it is safe. I don't know why we had to escape such a place. We can imagine that it was a very dangerous situation. And that place was the third Kisaragi research laboratory on a remote island. It was used to become Hope's Academy, where we are right now in this building. But in the end, Kisaragi made one mistake during the evacuation process. That is, among the 79th class, a traitor, the Mastermind, was in our group. The Mastermind followed us to the laboratory with their identity hidden. I don't know why the Mastermind was acting for, but as a result, no one knew that our classmate right next to us was our enemy. The Mastermind began to attack and neutralize us one by one. Even without dreaming, a friend would attack them. Most of them were attacked without even knowing who they were ambushed by. And even Kinjo, who avoided being surprised, but was defeated in a head-to-head fight. All of us who fell were subjected to some kind of experiment by the Mastermind. We lost all our memories from our school life since we entered Hope's Academy. No one knows what happened immediately after we lost our memories, except the Mastermind. Actually, from what we've heard, the Mastermind also erased their memories, so nobody knows. However, there is also the testimony of Kinzo. The Monokumas... Kinjo? The Monokumas attacked the research center, and it can be speculated that the Mastermind and Monokumas may have remodeled the laboratory behind the scenes. Yes, to make it look like Hope's Academy. That's the reason why this place was decorated like a school, even though it was a laboratory. I can't tell you how much time has passed since then. At least when they lost our memories and opened our eyes again, everything was ready to begin. We've been ignoring the fact that we were each other's friends, and we've been killing each other in order to get out of here as Monokuma ordered. This is the reason why we were in the Kisaragi Foundation's research laboratory. The cause that started all the incidents, and the culprit who created the situation. The identity of the Mastermind, the culprit of everything. It's really unbelievable. I don't want to believe it. Are we getting really shocked? But I like this photo here. This is Nate. Screenshot that. Now I have no choice but to accept it. The true nature of the Mastermind. Akane Taira, the fact that it was you. This is the truth. I won't run away from reality anymore. A murderer who deceived us and killed our friends. You're our enemy to Akane Taira. Why are we shouting this like it's like new information? Like, no, guys, you know what I just figured out? It's Akane. Akane's the Mastermind, everyone. Suspended. Okay, so that's... Is this the halfway point of the trial, or is this like a third of the trial? Because if it's halfway, then we can totally finish this today. I'm just gonna wait like a second. And drink some water, because, again, before stream. I know, Akane's a mastermind? What? Who knew? Yeah, before stream I was like, I'm just binge watching Netflix, drinking soup and smoothies and water, because I'm like, totally... And because I don't have Benadryl, so I need Benadryl so bad. They don't have stuff there? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm like, it's still pretty early. I was like, it's only been an hour and a half. Alright, resuming! Okay, got it. Ah! What? Why is Yuki? Are you okay? Our screen is breaking, apparently. I'm okay. My head hurts a little bit. But you've been staggering, sweating, and panting since before. Can you hold it out? Even if you can't hold out, clench your teeth and butter. Are we not worried? We just said that the other people who had headaches, you know, exploded. And we're not worried about, you know, my face exploding? It's a class trial. It is also the final class trial that reveals all the truths. I know it's hard, but try to keep up. Once it's over, I'll take care of you or whatever. Oh, okay. Hey. Hey, Ray. You'll take care of me because I'm sick, huh? Well, cough, cough. Okay, oh, jeez. Yeah, sure. I'll do my best. Now, you've been laughing like a lunatic for a while. How about it? How about it? All correct, of course. In the first place, I questioned and you answered immediately, so there's no need to organize it like that. But Maeda-sama was pretty much spot on. What? It was correct? So it's all over now? We found out the whole truth and you promised to let us go, right? No. You're changing your story. What Miss Tyron wants to say is this. The whole truth has not been found out yet. Huh? But we figured out why we were stuck here. Really? Then why did I sneak into the lab with all of you? And the lab was converted into a school, and for what purpose did we play? A killing game at Tori-sama? If you know everything, you'll answer it all, right? That's it. So far, we haven't even started the game we seek yet. This is the prologue. The circumstances that brought you all here, and what we need to uncover from now is the truth after this. Indeed, something happened that forced you to evacuate to this lab. What happened to force you to live in a murder game? Shall we find out about this? But I don't want to know about this. It's been so difficult to this point. Do we need to do more? Well, actually those things have nothing to do with you. You don't need to know. No, these are truths that might be better not to know. What are you gonna do? If you really want to, I could assume you won at this point and let things go. Well, seriously? Sure. I said it again and again. But it has nothing to do with you guys, and this is just my personal entertainment. But you're never gonna quit here, right? Like, if it was a trap, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm cool with quitting. Let's go. Alright, see you soon. Oh, guys? Why are you so discouraged? You just admitted defeat there. What if we make a mistake while continuing the trial for no reason? No matter what anyone says, isn't your life the most important thing? Let's just stop here and go outside so we can all live together. Teria, do you really like this? Without knowing anything like this? Without knowing why your friends had to die? Is it so good to get out without knowing why Haruhiko and Satsuki had to save us at the expense of their lives? Just as Maeda said, I can't just come here and give up. I'll never give up until I find out the whole truth. Yeah, but if it goes beyond this and becomes irreversible, if we die too, wouldn't it be hard to see the faces of those who died? Don't worry, Teria. That will never happen. I won't let it happen. Oh, Kinjo. I already put all the clues in hand. If we think based on the clues, the truth will 100% come out. So don't worry. Let's defeat the Mastermind completely and escape together. For the first time since the death of Maki and Higa, Kinjo starts to look trustworthy again. I'm really not. Ow. Then, I can see that everyone has heart in their minds, right? Please discuss the reason why you evacuated to this building. Okay, so let's believe and keep going. I also want to know the truth. Still, I can't even say what I want to say with my voice, because I'm just an idiot. I found clues in the open places, but I don't know what those even mean. There's no need to say it, because everyone knows you. Aw, but I was thinking the same thing. Teria is not like that. Even if we don't get new clues, we might already know the reason. For real? You know it? It's because of the huge event that we had to take refuge on remote island. I've been bothered about it from before, such as the headmaster's office and the information processing room. And what I found on the 5th floor. That is the biggest, most tragic, most blah event. Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. Oops. 5th floor. That was... Wait, hold on. That one. The biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. You guys remember, right? Oh, maybe it's what you and Akane discovered when the 5th floor opened. Yeah, that's right. There were scraps of newspaper articles. At the time, I was skeptical because it all seemed so dubious. This absurdly large-scale incident. Wouldn't it be valid reason for us to avoid it in order to stay in this laboratory on a remote island? Well, yeah, definitely. The computers in the electrical room had more detailed information about this. It said that the incident began from a demonstration at Holistic Academy Preparatory Department, who were outraged by the incident. Well, if it's the preparatory department, that's it. There weren't talented students like us who were scouted, but ordinary students? Oh boy, the tragedy's gonna repeat a lot. Got it. Let me get some water then. Who paid a huge amount of money fee for the admission? Yes. I don't know if it was jealousy for talent or the main department ignored them, but there was always a fight between them. This too must have spurred from their uprising. Well, wait. Doesn't that mean that the students' demo was on the verge of the world's doom? Isn't that a bit strange? Even a large-scale terrorist group made up of adults can't destroy the world, no matter how many students are at Holistic Academy. How can a single high school student drive the world into major chaos? Of course, it sounds like an impossible story. Honestly, I can't believe it either. But it actually became true, according to a certain group consisting of students from Holistic Academy. The group that was behind the preliminary department and demonstration and caused a literal worldwide event, called the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I summarize the clues I've gathered, that group is... Ultimate Despair! The name of the organization is Ultimate Despair. Ultimate Despair? Isn't that what Akane mentioned? That's right. This group is led by a student named Junko Enoshima, the worst criminal group in all of history, united as a central figure. Junko Enoshima has connections of high-status people who influence the world situation, including the Toa group mentioned earlier. That's why the biggest and most desperate event in human history happened. Not just the power of a high school student either, but because high-ranking status people from various fields lend Junko Enoshima's power. But why do these high-ranking people lend their power to a single high school girl? Even worse, for a high school girl whose goal was to destroy the entire world. That's because Enoshima-sama has an irresistible charisma that cannot be denied. It's crazy. I've thought since I was a kid that the world was crazy. But this is crazy beyond my imagination. Oh, wait. Didn't Akane tell us that she was the ultimate despair? It's a group? Ultimate despair is also a term that refers to a group and its members. I am Akane Taira, a member of the Ultimate Despair, and I am an Ultimate Despair student. Well, actually, I'm a bit different from the other members. They only act as a principle and purpose of encroaching on the world with despair. But apart from that, I am fascinated by them and follow them. Them? The Ultimate Despair group said that they worship Yuko Enoshima like a queen, and believe in them fanatically. I can only imagine. For whatever reason, the group committed acts of terrorism against the world. The members deserve to be caught and put under the mace of the law. My apologies, but the law itself is not capable of functioning anymore. Well, anyway, with the biggest, most desperate event in human history, we evacuated this research lab, right? Well, as you said, we avoided the worst of the incident, didn't we? Then why? Of course, if we had been there, we wouldn't have arrived here. But, as I mentioned, a member of Ultimate Despair already existed in our own group. And that's what? Then, there was some purpose for that girl to erase our memories and make us live in a murder school. The question is, what is the purpose? Before we talk about that, we need to check our basis. Guys, do you remember what happened when we entered the school? We lost our memories after entering the school. So, if it was just before that, everyone will remember it. When we got to the school, right? Due to the school circumstances, the entrance ceremony was held earlier than usual. Yes. Our 79th class at Hope Speak Academy were no different from the 78th class in front of us in terms of years. Well, that's a fact that I know. But why are we suddenly talking about that all of a sudden? Weren't we talking about why the Ultimate Despair erased our memories and forced us to live in a murder school? Hey, you're in a hurry to talk about a really useless topic. Wait, the fact that our admission deadline had been advanced may have a lot to do with our current situation. Our admission may be related to our situation, if that's the case. No, well, I think maybe it really is. The difference between the 78th class and the 79th class mentioned by Mekaru, if we think about it. So what are we doing? Non-stop? Non-stop, okay. Excuse me. Jesus, a lot of bullets. I am so glad I have Kinjo's perk. Are you saying that really mission has to do with our situation? Yes, is it not strange of that? Is it not strange at first? Why advance the admission time for us? Indeed, if you think about the relation between information gathered in electrical rooms, the answer lies there. Oh, don't keep it between you two, let me know. Just think about it. Why does school break its own law and accept new students in a hurry? And I was like, whatever you said, but I agreed. Oh, emergency, because of the murders, the murdering. Teria, that's it. Oh, what's it? You said there must have been an emergency. When I heard that, I remembered it. The clue I saw on the computer in the electrical room. Just before we entered the school, what happened at Hope Speak Academy about that event? That incident was also the start of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It was also the cause of the preliminary demonstration that we spoke about earlier. Because of this incident, our admission date was rushed. It was to cover up this incident by accepting new students and attracting more. According to the information on the computer, it was stated that way. That incident is... Okay, hold on. I know what the incident was, I'm just trying to figure out what the clue was for this again. Okay, something happened, covered an incident. That one. The name of the case was the biggest, most tragic, in Hope's Academy, right? What? Another desperate event? How many desperate events were there? Few people know about this incident. Unlike the biggest, most desperate, most tragic event in human history, Hope's Academy thoroughly covered it up. Covered it up? You mean the reason that our mission was adjusted was to cover up that big incident? Of course. It wasn't such a simple incident that it was hidden by our mission alone, so other measures had to be taken. But what is certain is that our mission was part of the cover-up. Well, the details of the case is unknown, but it's said that Uzuru Kamakura, a student of Hope's Academy, brutally murdered 13 council students. Kamakura? Who's that? I should have had a counter going on here. How many times do I have to say the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? Uzuru Kamakura was the ultimate hope called by Hope's Academy. They created an artificial genius. The ultimate goal of Hope's Academy was to create artificial talent, and the whole experiment was the existence of the student named Uzuru Kamakura. It was studying the talents of students at Hope's Academy to create a human being with all kinds of talents. Izuru. I think Uzuru, don't I? I'm just saying Kamakura. Kamakura, okay? This incident is a very top secret. So it must have been a fact that no one other than the persons involved knew about it. Oh wait, a little surprising that Hope's Academy was founded with such purpose. But why do you guys know about this super secret? Did you investigate at all? Just shut up already. Oh, everyone's got a clue, huh? I guess I forgot. Still, why did the student chosen as ultimate hope kill 13 people? Well, we don't know that. One thing for sure. As stated in the clue, Kamakura was a failure. But before we entered the school, the Academy noticed Kamakura's failure, and may have rushed our missions to make up for it. Still, this may be a bit of a guess. Does that mean that we're going to further study the talents of the 16 of us to create a more perfect ultimate hope? Well, that's not a bad guess. But also a 79 student like you, so I can't fully know, but the possibility exists. But the biggest reason for the failure of that Kamakura project was, ironically, he was too perfect. With all the talents, he fell into despair, even more easily because everything went accordingly his way. That's what he said, but I don't know. Well, because he had all the talents, everything went the way he wanted? That may sound like an all-rounder at first glance, but if things really go the way you wish... No, we're breaking. Ugh. What is this hell is this headache that feels like I'm splitting my head? Why is my head hurting so much? Kamakura doesn't matter anyway. That part is already over. The important thing is that the incident is closely related to our situation. Well, right, that's the important thing. What's the relationship between the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history of Hope and us? Although very few people know about the incident itself, only a small few know the true truth of the case. And one of them was Kisaragi. I didn't listen in close detail, but after arriving at this lab, he spoke to me for a few moments. Did I explain that the biggest, most desperate event in human history was caused by a group called the Ultimate Despair? He's the ultimate hair. And that the head of the group was a crazy girl named Junko Enoshima. In fact, the incident that Kamakura caused was also orchestrated by Junko Enoshima. Well, that means the culprits of the biggest, most tragic event in human history and Hope's Peak are both Junko Enoshima? Yes. It seems that Junko Enoshima imprisoned 14 students at the time. The ultimate hope, Kamakura, in a secret room, and then forced him into a situation where only one can survive by killing. As a result, Kamakura murdered all 13 people except for one student council president and went on hiatus. The school tried to cover up this shocking fact. However, Junko Enoshima spread rumors about the massacre of Kamakura among the students, knowingly and unknowingly, and when the students of the preparatory department heard the rumors and learned the truth, an explosive uprising broke out. This was the process of transformation of the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history of Hope's Academy.
Oh, so I keep mixing it up. Okay, but it's fine. It's the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Isn't there a part of what I said makes you uncomfortable? A part that doesn't feel right? Well, we know that the story was spread by Junko Noshima, but a story before this comes to mind. A situation where you had to kill to survive. Is this the part that doesn't fit in? What is this? Among the clues I gathered, there were clues suggesting a situation similar to this. What? What? Hey, welcome in. Unironically particularly the Danganronpa 3 anime, another one came out. Oh, so this came out not only before V3, but also before the anime? Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Okay. I was totally listening to what we were talking about. So something about the skull fighting, or the skull murder life. Was it ours? Yeah. A situation we're going to get out by killing? Doesn't this sound like a dreadful feeling we know? Nah, really? Indeed. Junko Noshima provided an environment in which murder must occur in the members of the student council. As if trying to make an experiment. Among them, there was even a harsh rule of, if there is no murder within the time limit, everyone will die. Well, that's like... Well, there's only one thing I'm going to tell you from now on. This barroom is locked and it's impossible to get out. Meaning you guys have to kill someone. You've heard it from somewhere, haven't you? That's right. I felt this was coming, but the story's connected only after we've come this far. The biggest, most tragic, most awful event in the history of Hope's Academy is a story very similar to our current situation. Well, you mean, there were people who went through a similar situation before us? But why are you doing the same thing over and over again? It doesn't really make any sense. According to the clues in the electrical room, Junko Noshima devised some kind of plan in order to plunge the world into despair after the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. That is the purpose of erasing the memories of the 78th class of Hope's Academy, who were recorded as the only survivors from the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, causing them to kill each other in a situation where they can't remember each other. It's a killing school life. They even recorded to live off the students killing each other all over the world at the same time. The students of Hope's Academy are a symbol of hope to others. Seeing them slaughter each other must be so heartbreaking. Simultaneous live broadcasts all over the world? I've done some embarrassing things. Hold on. I know this because I saw the electrical room too. At first glance, this seems to be talking about our current situation. But there's something really strange about it. Broadcast? No. Then. Only survivors.
Hello.
Yeah, we're not dead yet. Are we dead? Are we secretly dead? Are we just all robots? Wait a minute, there's something strange about that. We're the 79th class from Hope's Academy and we're alive? The only surviving members being the 78th class? Isn't that odd? That's right. I thought Terry was mistaken, so I was going to talk about it. Eh? The 79th? Wait a minute. We're the 79th? Then the 78th class was the target for the killing school life? Huh? According to the data, all the students of the Hope's Academy died except for the 78th class due to the biggest, most desperate, and most tragic event in human history. We're zombies? What's with that? They're treating us like we're dead people. Yeah, it's strange. No, guys, that's a good thing. If people think you're dead, they won't come to kill you. I mean, you guys end up killing each other, but you know, it's a thought. It's not only that we were treated as dead, it was also strange that we went through the killing school life that the 78th was supposed to do. Well, there was no clues about it either. What's the connection between us and the 78th class? Everyone is slowly starting to get confused. Should I help you? Let me give you one hint. As Tori-sama said, treated as dead people could be the cause of your situation. No matter, the fact of the matter is that the fact that it was recorded as such means that no matter what we've done,
It's officially as nothing happened. Huh? Why? Do you know what I mean? If you think about it backwards, it would be difficult to do this with someone who's officially recorded as alive. This mention also includes me. I am also the 79th class, and has reported that all the students who were not in the 78th are dead. Well, what are you saying? Don't make things difficult. Are you thinking of scrambling our minds by saying such a complicated story? No, hold on. It's definitely that woman, Akane Taira, who locked us up in a lab to make us play a murder game. She's a member of Ultimate Despair, and we thought the situation we were in had something to do with the Ultimate Despair. But is it really? Regarding her killing school life, Junko Noshima's grand plans were also covered. Did it really need to be carried out with a plan very similar to this? Through people with records of being dead? Well, what do you mean, Kinjo? I don't know much about the forces of Ultimate Despair is, but since they're the ones who cause crimes on a world-class scale and are currently active, I don't think they're small numbers at all. However, the most important plan that the leader of such organization had planned, was it necessary for Akane Taira to carry it out alone? What? That means the culprit is someone other than Akane? It's not an unlikely story yet, but I want to tell you something else right now. According to the data left behind, it is not us that Junko Enoshima picked as the targets of the plan, but the 78th class, and the records show that all but the 78th class died. Thinking back on Akane Taira's words a while ago, for them, students other than the 78th class don't exist. I have no idea what you're talking about, but for whatever reason, it's true that we went through a murder class life, right? Wait, no. Something just came to mind when I heard what you just said right now. According to Megura's words, wouldn't we just be like an insurance to the Ultimate Despair students? I have no idea why Junko Enoshima planned the 78th as a target, but if the goal was to kill the students of Hope's Academy, which are the symbols of hope, I don't think it was necessarily limited to only the 78th class. There's a possibility that the plan has been changed, but there was no such input. Therefore, the killing school life for the 78th class murder remains the same. But we exist in the second plan just in case. I'm thinking maybe Maeda did it for me and sorted it out well. A subplan is insurance that is perfect even if you don't have it made. It will be enough if someone does this, but it's just an outsider from a standpoint of the Ultimate Despair. Yeah, and there was some compelling evidence that Junko Enoshima personally entrusted some kind of mission. In other words, the mastermind of the incident we experienced is not an Ultimate Despair, but an agent? Yeah, look at me, I'm all smart this trial. Ultimate Despair external agents. There was information on the computers about them. Maybe the orange hair boy keeps breaking. Yeah, do they hear like the glass cracking sounds every time I think? Like, oh, he's thinking so hard his brain is literally shattering. External agents? What's that? The Ultimate Despair are made up of only Hope's Peak Academy students. But it's said that among them, there are people who lend power to the Ultimate Despair, so to speak, even though they're not students of Hope's Peak. Those are the Ultimate Despair agents. Yes. When you think about what he said earlier, that's the only thing that comes to mind. Well, wait a second, so what are we talking about? What's the matter with the agents outside of Hope's Peak Academy? Well, to simply put it, the culprit responsible for imprisoning us and made us live this murder game wasn't an Ultimate Despair. The criminal, in other words, Akane Taira, was not an Ultimate Despair, but an Ultimate Despair external agent. Well, wait, isn't that strange? A person who is not a student of Hope's Academy is an external agent of Ultimate Despair? But if Akane was an Ultimate Despair, she was still in the same class as us, right? That's not necessarily the case. As written on the computer, there were outside agents who entered Hope's Peak Academy and are no longer an outside agent. And even the words that Junko Enoshima personally entrusted a special task to the outside agents. Meaning the unique difference in this killing school life we experience. It was commissioned by Junko Enoshima, and she put it into practice with informally Ultimate Despair and a member of present of the. Okay, sorry, I'm saying despair a lot. With a formerly Ultimate Despair and a member at present of the Ultimate Despair agents. Akane Taira, it was you. Again, are we shocked that it's Akane? Did you notice my hint to remember the difference between the 78th class and the killing school life?
You know, we're on the topic of Ultimate Despair. Am I the only one who wants to see more of a Class 77? It is Ultimate Despairs. Yeah, no, I kind of do want to see that too. Did want to see that too.
Indeed, it was all of you. Well, wait a minute. Can you tell me something I can understand? I can understand that the killing school life was thought to be intended for us, even if we didn't want it. Maybe they thought it'd be, I was gonna say, like, maybe they thought it'd be too violent, but I'm like, it's Danganronpa, like, is too violent a thing? Well, this means that the plans for the 78th class and what we went through, they were two separate things, and I can barely understand that a person who knew Junko Noshima entrusted a task and was working with an outside agent being Akane. Well, in the end, I have no idea why. If the 78th class killing life was to put people in despair through a live broadcast, what is the meaning of our killing school life being treated as dead people? What's the reason for doing this? Teria, calm down. We don't even know that reason yet. Huh? You don't know? For now, there are two things to correct in your words. One is that the 78th class may not have gone through a killing school life yet, although I don't know what they're doing right now. The clue about this killing school life said, if this plan is carried out, it means that there's still time before it's implemented, but I can't be sure because I don't know the exact date from this. And secondly, the purpose of our killing school life can be guessed by considering the order of events. It's also a very likely guess. Oh, where should we begin? Think the answer you believe in. I hope you can give me a response that meets my expectations. Oh, wait, I'll tell you. It doesn't matter who says it because we all are probably thinking the same thing, aren't we? It's verbose, but in the end, there must have been a purpose for that made us experience a horrible killing school life. Let's summarize everything. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. What's that? I Gundam had a giant snake. I want to see more of your evil swirly hair hamster boy. Useless. No. Like it really would be cool. Just like not even like a full thing. Like you know how Nagito had that OVA where it's like so many like Nagito's inside his brain life thing, whatever. Like just like one or two episodes of like Ultimate Despair, go on a rampage. You're like, neat. Alright, thinking hat time. This killing school life is a plan that makes students of Host Week Academy, the symbol of hope, kill each other, making the viewers feel utter despair. This has the characteristics that the culprit forced students to a situation where they can only live by killing, and it took place in a closed space. And there was one more characteristic of this person besides the original target, 70th classroom of what we experienced, which is the biggest, most desperate event in the history of Host Week Academy that we were talking about a while ago. So let's think. If I were the ultimate despair, Junko Noshima's real purpose must have been the 78th classroom. Then why did it have to be repeated twice? As if this was a test. As if to see if there had been any mistakes. Kinjo mentioned something similar. Yeah, I think I know. Akane's purpose is... I mean, it sounds like it's a rehearsal, but I feel like she would definitely do it. Like, hey, Junko, notice me, senpai.
Yeah.
The biggest, most tragic, most awful event in the history of Host Week Academy happened before we entered the school. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened a few months after we entered the school. That's true, but why are you suddenly talking about this? The biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history, or in Host Week Academy, the killing school life we experienced, and the killing school life aimed at the 78th class are all similar events. The order of events is the event at Host Week Academy, followed by us and the days of the 78th class who are presumed not being in the killing game yet. A while ago, when Kinjo was referring to the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in the history of Host Week Academy, he said, as if you were trying to do something. An experiment. The massacre of Izuru Kamakura and the killing school life we went through. Isn't this a rehearsal stage of the killing school life aimed at the 78th class? Practice? A rehearsal? I have the same thoughts as Maeda. If you think about it that way, the front and back will match. Judging from what the data shows, a live broadcast of the killings must have been a very important plan. Because they were They were the kind of people who commits things on such a large scale. They must have prepared it thoroughly.
There was very many biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human histories.
In that sense, the incident that happened at Hosuki Academy, which forced a situation where you can only live by killing, it can be seen as the primary rehearsal ahead for this plan. Yes, but as Maeda said, the incident happened before we even started school. Even if at this moment the killing school life of the 78th classroom hasn't started yet, the time period of this plan is too long. Well, I see. That's why Yuki is talking in chronological order. Right? They're like, I wonder if people actually kill each other. Let's just check it. Sure, but I do actually I'm starting to really like saying the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I'm getting the hang of saying it very quickly. As the implement of this purpose, the purpose for the final adjustment, the experimental phase is necessary again. Right. Besides, when the Kamakura incident occurred on the surface, the world was still in good shape, so it would have been difficult to implement it on a large scale. Probably the only way to progress a killing class was under fairly simple circumstances. On the contrary, we don't need to pay attention to the public, as is the biggest and most desperate event in human history. On the record, we are treated as dead, and even students at Hosuki Academy. From the point of view of the Mastermind, having no people as test subjects was the ideal position for this experiment. That's what it was. The reason why this laboratory was remodeled like a school on purpose to make us believe that this is Hosuki Academy. Everything was done to create a setting that was as close as possible to the original plan. Seriously, you guys are talented. It would be a waste to use you as simple practice objects like this. It's as you guys say, all of this was just a test to execute the killing school life. The 78th school students are in perfect shape for Enoshima-sama's plan. You're all just peons in the end. What is this? For what the hell did we... The people who died, for what reason did they die like that? Don't be too sad. Anyway, all of you, know. We were all supposed to have died at the beginning of the most desperate event in human history. We? Does that mean you too? Yeah. Didn't I tell you? Except for the 78th class. All the students at Hosuki Academy have died. In fact, about 2,000 students from the preparatory department who sympathized with Enoshima-sama did a mass blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Not blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. More than 2,000. As far as I know, the total number of preparatory department must be around that much, right? Yes. So all students in the preparatory department committed blah blah blah. It seems that a few Ultimate Despair members of the main department, who Enoshima's closest aides, are still alive, strictly speaking. I was just an Ultimate Despair external agent with an ultimate talent. In other words, the fact that we, the 79th class, were like dead water. We are still alive, and the reason we even tested this killing school life is probably because of a variable from Kisaragi-sama's sudden action. The blah 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 is back. Yep, the blah 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 is back. As you can see from the notes I left in the clues, he knew everything about his Ultimate Despair in advance. Because Kisaragi-sama took us out of Hosuki Academy, we were still alive. Then you contacted Junko Enoshima, and they prepared to test murder school life using us. We became like a surplus of manpower. That's it. To be honest, I don't think Enoshima-sama would be on the side of a crisis in a situation like this. I still can't help but to admire Enoshima-sama's ability to incorporate such a sudden event into part of her plan. Holy scumbags, this is too much. We were dead? We were only just peons? In the end, from start to finish, it was in the hands of Junko Enoshima, including Akane Taira, the mastermind of our case. I can't understand what makes humans fall so much. The behavior of these guys is far beyond common sense. Well, now it's over. Either way, in the end, you failed. We four survived. Now that we know all the truth, we're gonna get out of here and fight whoever made the world like this. First, as a law officer, I'll bury this guy in front of me. Miss Tyra, isn't this a big deal? Oh, don't worry. Is everyone still lively? Before that, I have a question for you. You, who gave us hints quite blatantly. It's like there's something open free about it.
Really? I said it many times, but to tell you the truth, is entertainment itself. Isn't it enough just to have fun until the end?
Shut up! What's so funny? Because of this useless fun? Because of this crazy case? Most of our lives were in vain. I'll never forgive you.
Well, great. Do whatever you like, but burn me alive if you want. That is, if you ever find out the last truth.
The last truth? Haven't we already found out all the truth? Now that we found out the truth, doesn't the trial end with our victory?
Nope. There's still one more thing you don't know. The purpose of the new killing school life. It's true that it's a test stage for the 70th class murder game. But there is one more purpose in that.
You bitch. You don't want to admit defeat, so now you're trying to pull something now?
Could I? Think about it. What you don't know yet. I said that I was a mastermind, another me with a stupid and bright character that was always with you, right? I couldn't control the situation behind the scenes because I'd even erased my own memories. If there's no coordinator, the test or anything at all will not be established.
So you're telling us to uncover that secret? Well, we'll joke around. Even without you, Monokuma over there addresses the situation.
You have a point. So then, who was the one controlling Monokuma-sama?
Well, that's... Well, you don't have to think because you don't know. Well, that's right. This super sweet Monokuma-sama is the perfect and beautiful robot who's being controlled by someone. The pure and innocent Akane who was with us could not control Monokuma, that is true. Then who the hell is Monokuma? Although Monokuma himself said it, but is that really the truth? Thinking back on the time of the investigation, I must have heard about Monokuma. Jeez, that's a lot. So I don't have to worry about that. The one who controls Monokuma? But there's no one controlling him. That's wrong. They should listen to everything else. Like, Teria, I just know you're wrong. Well, no, Teria, there's no one to control it. Huh? Didn't it say that once before? But that's weird. It's like asking to guess someone who doesn't exist. No, she was rather aiming for that. By asking people to guess a person that doesn't exist, she was attempting to make us think on the wrong answer and thereby confuse us. Right? I'm like, haha. I just know, disagree with Teria and probably agree with Ray. That's generally how those go. I don't think anyone controls Monokuma either. I don't know if there's other people besides us, but no matter which way you look, it's a contradiction to say that there are people who control Monokuma. Yes. Sorry. It spoke about it for a while, and Monokuma was being mentioned that it was a robot developed in Toa City. It was equipped with artificial intelligence. If it's the Toa Group technology, it's not unreasonable. Well, the Toa Group and the Kisaragi Foundation are mentioned to have already surpassed by far modern science in terms of technology.
Isn't that a bit too fuzzy? Any solid evidence to back it up?
Well, if it's evidence. When I went to the IPR to investigate, Monokuma was sitting in a chair. When I made contact with that Monokuma, there was no reaction. Then another Monokuma came out and said, "This Monokuma is the Monokuma that controls Monokuma," it said. A Monokuma that controls Monokuma? Monokuma called the one Operator Kuma, which it's meant to be literal. Everyone would know if they saw the IPR. That there were a lot of unknown buttons along with the video from the surveillance cameras, right? I initially thought that the Mastermind was in a room where they could control Monokuma, but I was wrong. The one who controls Monokuma is only Monokuma. Operator Kuma wasn't talkative like the Monokuma we're familiar with, and he didn't even speak in a proper language in the first place. Monokuma thoroughly programmed it to control only Monokuma. That is the identity of Operator Kuma. Earlier, Kinjo said that before we lost our memories, the Monokumas attacked the lab. And there were a lot of Monokumas in the faculty information processing room that for some reason didn't move. Yes, because Monokuma was a mass-produced robot. This guy who is full of smiles and laughs in front of us is special. I don't know why. Monokuma-sama, I ordered you to give them a hint, but wasn't that too much? Huh? Is that right? Doesn't really matter. As long as Miss Tyra's purpose is accomplished, there is no problem.
Oh no, not Balusami. That sounds even more cursed for some reason.
Purpose? It's no big deal. Rather, what you said just now was the correct answer. You clearly understood that it was Monokuma-sama who controlled Monokuma-sama without getting caught in the trap I threw. But what does it matter if we found out Monokuma's identity? In the end, it seems that the one in control of the killing school was an AI named Monokuma. But the purpose itself, that it was a test of the killing school life, did not change. No, it certainly has a different purpose other than the killing rehearsal. Monokuma-sama's true identity is a very important clue to solve this mystery. Oh, damn it, it's only just this. We just need to figure out this. What's the purpose? Monokuma's identity serves another purpose? The first purpose is a test of this killing school life. If Monokuma's identity serves another purpose, was there a fact that we learned about Monokuma while investigating? Or was there a fact that was close to that purpose?
You know, I really do like the idea of us just a square Usami, just trying to like flop her way around.
Yeah, another test. The nuance of experimenting with something clearly had a purpose. And to represent what it was... Oh, what?
Okay, they are suspicious. Mikako does not trust in them. Thanks to her, they fought back. Nope. 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 Okay. What's my hint about the Monokumas? That's my question, right? Okay, what are the Monokumas testing? I guess they're testing AI, right? Okay, yeah. I'm like, don't think too hard, don't think too hard, don't think too hard.
When I saw the video that appeared on the display in the IPR, was there information from there about another purpose from you? Huh? That display on the ceiling? I did see a video coming out of there. Really? Let's take a look at what Maeda-kun is going to say next, shall we? Well, Monokuma is a robot created using Toa Group's high technology. We know this far, but it said one more piece of information on that display. It's the AI that I mentioned earlier. Actually, it's the fact that Monokuma has a program called Alter Ego created by the Ultimate Programmer, a student at Hope Speak Academy. Alter Ego? Another ego? I only knew it in theory, but when it reached that point, it would be a high-level, complete brain program that goes beyond simple artificial intelligence and can be regarded as a new person. Well, perhaps the reason why the Monokuma here is rich in emotion and humorous, unlike the Monokumas who attacked in the research lab, or the operator Kuma who controls Monokumas, is because only Monokuma is equipped with an alter ego. Wait, unlike the previous trial, Monokuma is involved in this trial, only with videos sent on screen, not directly from a body. We really didn't care at first, but if what Maeda said is true... Well, that's right. I expected that the topic of my identity would be discussed during the trial, so I participated in this trial in a rudimentary state. What do you mean? To put it simply, Monokuma-sama in that monitor is not being shown from another place, but it's really in that video. The video of Monokuma-sama's program data. In other words, that is the original Monokuma-sama's identity. I see. That's how it happened. For some reason, I thought it was too natural for being a simple AI. It must have been an alter ego. Well, that's not at all. In fact, I said that Monokuma's alter ego is not the original, but a clone of someone's personality. Someone who's currently alive, and it was left until the end of the test stage. I guess from the fact that the word test is being filtered here, but the second purpose of the killing school life that Akane Tyra said, that was a Monokuma alter ego testing. Wasn't this experiment to confirm that the alter ego Monokuma would operate properly? If that's true, then we were recorded as test subjects. They were trying to experiment with us, but it didn't matter where we were. They're trying to test Monokuma's alter ego as experiment in a killing school life. No, maybe that's the purpose of alter ego's test. If there was an alter ego for killing school life, it would already been created. Thanks, Teria. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history in Hope Speak Academy? It's definitely strange to do two experiments to which a lot of effort could be wasted, no matter which order you do it. Well, how about it, Akane Tyra? This is the truth of everything we've gathered. I expect it to a certain extent, but I'm sure it'll all match without a doubt. Was it too much of a hint? No. It was like that on purpose. Well, that means, is that the correct answer? All we said is the truth. That's right. Everything is correct. I gave you a lot of hints, but I didn't think you would be able to figure out everything like this. You got all the unintentional information. Was this, after all, a result of Maeda-sama's luck? Or it's a rather scary and awe-inspiring power? Huh? Where should I begin? As I said, we were originally dead, and a situation like this was completely unexpected. This plan began when the unexpected happened, that Kisaragi-sama was evacuating us. I consulted with them immediately and waited for instructions from the ultimate despair. Then, Enoshima-sama made an improvised plan, as if it was for nothing. Which is, what's left of the experimental stage, an alter ego test, which is duplicated from Enoshima-sama's personality. Enoshima? You mean that alter ego of Monokuma is an alter ego that cloned Junko and Oshima's personality? Well, what kind of girl was she? Because she was a high school girl who drove the world to destruction. She has such a personality. This killing school life was just a measure to determine and judge whether Monokuma-sama was capable to carry out her plan properly, as they are a clone of Enoshima-sama. In other words, our killing plan is a deteriorated version of the 78th school life, and Monokuma-sama, who led the main story of our killing school life, was a deteriorated version of Enoshima-sama, who will lead the 78th class killing game. Junk. Just junk Enoshima. This murder game was just a means to see if the alter ego could function properly. The school? No. There are surveillance cameras all over the lab, right? The original plan was to use those cameras to broadcast live events around the world. In your case, it's different. The video was meant to be sent to an information processing room, but it was also being sent to Enoshima-sama in another place somewhere. Teria would destroy Junko and a battle argue with the wall. Sorry, it's funny. Junko Enoshima has been observing everything we've been doing? We in the 70th classroom are different characters. You can't expect the same reaction because they have distinct personalities, but they tend to react the same to unexpected situations within the category of human. In addition to checking Monokuma-sama's normal operation, he was also sending a video as a feedback for the murder game. Because Monokuma was not a robot controlled by someone, but a person equipped with an alter ego, you can safely erase your own memories with confidence, even the Mastermind. No matter what happens, Monokuma will take care of the plan, and he only needs to create an opportunity to recover the memories later. First of all, from the time I lost my memory until I got it back, I wasn't the real me, and I don't know what I was thinking. Why don't you ask Monokuma-sama about what's next? Huh? You ask? Sleep? And there's nothing more, right? This is really the end of our job. Oh, are you okay with it? Now that the role is over, Monokuma-sama will be disposed soon, right? Is it okay to stay quiet until the end? We lost anyway, so you can say whatever you want. I have no idea what you mean, but if all this was just an experiment, I have a question for you. Kisaragi and Kurikawa's memory erasure didn't work properly, right? Knowing that, why'd you go along with this plan? Oh yeah, even if I knew it, there was something that was something I couldn't have touched. Huh? As I told you, all the plans have been done by Monokuma-sama, because Monokuma-sama's experiment is more important than the killing class experiments. If he doesn't fulfill, then it becomes an issue. I can only guess at the main purpose of the alter ego's function only when Monokuma-sama, the coordinator of the students, who erases the memories and fills a number of people, must directly respond to all kinds of situations. Hey, Monokuma. What should I say? At first, we were going to go ahead with 16 people, including Kisaragi-kun. The 78th were 16 students, so... However, as we proceed with the plan, Kisaragi-kun's condition was strange. I only found out in the middle. Kisaragi-kun's memory was far from clear. So, I stopped the plan we had done, except for Kisaragi-kun, and then I started all over again at the entrance ceremony. The entrance ceremony? That was when I introduced myself at the entrance hall, but Kisaragi wasn't there. Well, that's because I didn't have one amnesiac. Also because I had a hard time dealing with that machine, so if I just erased their memory twice in a row, there was a chance the subject's memory would become a living mess. So I completely ripped out your memories, starting with I entered Hope's Peak Academy. I don't know if you guys remember, but if Kisaragi was not there at the time of the emission, wouldn't that cause an effect? Wait, then Kurikawa? Kurikawa's memory was still intact, but she wasn't excluded from coming? The time I realized that Miss Kurikawa's memories were vague was after a murder had already happened. Since someone had already died, it was impossible to erase and reset the memories again. My mission is to bring a killing school life into perfect shape. A student with even a little bit of memory is the worst irregularity. That is why I try to kill Miss Kurikawa as soon as possible. You tried to kill Kurikawa? Monokuma-sama was developed by an ultimate class programmer. It boasts with a huge degree of completion, but unless they're real human, there are limits. Monokuma-sama responded to the plan too programmatically. Even though this was an experiment, not the main stage, the work was carried out so perfectly that it felt hard to accomplish, without any degree of flexibility. Unlike Kisaragi-kun, who actively appealed to him, as memories remained even if his personality was blown away. Miss Kurikawa's memory storage side effects were not so threatening. If she tried to express it with words or actions, an immense pain would suppress it. So, at the beginning, I thought it wouldn't matter, but as time went on, Miss Kurikawa continued to put pressure on me. To quickly rule her out, I kept holding her in check. After the ballroom incident, a number of students decreased, and the plan became somewhat successful, so I decided to eliminate Miss Kurikawa without further delay. How could you? It must have been hard knowing information, I can't say a word. Right? Like, yeah. I love her. Well, what did Mikuru-sama ask the most? The identity of Kisaragi-sama's murderer. Well, I'm glad I didn't kill Kisaragi-kun and locked him up somewhere else. I released Kisaragi-kun, gave a commotion to Kurikawa-san, and after killing Kisaragi-kun, I overturned the charges against her and tried to execute her. I told you, didn't I? The culprit in the last incident was Monokuma-sama. You broke even the rules you set. That's not right. As I said before, it was Miss Kurikawa who installed the storage device, so there's nothing wrong saying that Miss Kurikawa is the culprit. If I had directed the plan myself, or if Monokuma-sama was more human, I might have left Kisaragi-sama and Kurikawa-sama alone. But never mind. It already happened. This is just an experiment from the get-go after all. Experiment? Well, in the end, we were destined to play in the hands of these guys anyway. This is the truth. There was no noble reason. It wasn't even that there would be a grand ending. We were just desperate. We wanted the truth that much. What were our sacrifices for? And there should be a mulligan. No. For what purpose did we pursue the truth? Did we have to kill each other in order to know this futile and cruel truth? It's pretty interesting how Mikako knew the mastermind instead of revealing it. She tried to change Akane's mindset instead. Yeah. I want to go back and look at all this stuff now. Now that I know the truth of everything, I'm like, wait. Now I can go look back and like see things with like, you know, a new mindset. Congratulations. The game is cleared. It's your victory. No one was happy about that. Our victory? Doesn't feel like one. In fact, there were a few truths that we found out on our own, and we were given enough clues. The truth we found out in that way was that we were nothing more than subjects of experiments for unrelated people. Which canon execution was most brutal? Okay, I really feel like it was in V3. Either Kaede's, Kurumi's, I know it doesn't seem like it, but Leon's was actually, I think it probably is like, you know, first execution shock. But Leon's was actually kind of really shocking to me when I first saw it. I was like, what the heck is this game? Anyone in 2 had a brutal? I mean, Pekko's was sad. I was mostly sad because, you know, couple. Yeah, I think it's those 3. I think it's those 3 that, in the canon games, I was just like, oh. I was like really shocked at their deaths. 70th classroom. Because of the fact that we won the trial, our fighting spirit has disappeared. Even if we won, it doesn't really seem like we did. What even is this? In the end, the deaths of our friends were nothing more than dog deaths. And even if we survive, nothing changes. You played with us and we had nothing to win. I can feel the displeasure that this victory was deliberately given away. What's the purpose in the end? Are you letting us go like this? What's the expression on your face? You've already plunged us into despair. Now you're angry with your defeat. Was it not enough? Huh? I can't say it openly in front of you. Memories don't come back that way. Oh, okay, she wants Yuki to feel despair to become... Oh my god, what's his name? Utsuru. One way or the other, it was designed so that you could approach the truth yourself directly. But why? Why? Still why? You are not coming back? The hell? Akane? This is unfair. I hate that face that you don't remember anything about me at all. That's why we've come this far. If I disappear like this, you should look out for me. What's going on now? Hey, what kind of bullshit are you saying? Stop screaming and get ready to let us out. Maybe some girls probably broken their bones, but... Yeah. Oh, we're going out? We are going out. How long are you going to keep us here? I know it's hopelessly useless and I don't want to, but we won anyway. We're going to survive. Well, yeah, the main thing is that our lives are safe. Let's put our troubled hearts for later and get the heck away from this horrible place. Don't joke around. Where do you think you're going? What? We won. We found all the truth. Akane, you lost the fight against us. Did you say that if we win, you'll get us out safely? No, hurry up. Come on. Yeah, it's not that there's no hope yet. Either way, I push it up to here, so all that's left is to rely on their ability. Okay, just moments ago, this person looked nothing like the Akane Taira I knew. The mood's completely different. I can even feel her despair. Why is she doing that? And apart from that, the more I see Akane Taira like that, the more my head hurts. Yeah, it's your victory. I'll get into your life, but one more thing. I'll ask the last piece of the real truth. I don't know what more there is to say. Do we need to proceed with this trial beyond this? Are you truly satisfied with this truth? The basis of this which was designed this way? Did you notice what the clues were pointing to? If you don't find the truth, everything becomes meaningless. I left a lot of clues and hints to hear that answer. What truth are you babbling about? We already figured everything out. Well, that's right. Why are you so jumpy all of a sudden? It's pathetic to be content with finding a plan that is nothing more than experiment. If I tell you any more direct clues than this, it may be irreversible. Great, now I can't help it. I'll give you a few more hints. If you listen to what I'm going to say from now on, you'll know why you're missing a very peculiar thing. Huh? Are you saying we missed something? We should have found out all about the truth. Akane Tara admitted it. But why is she acting like this? One is Kisaragi's note in the back of the room in the library. It's them. Those guys are suspicious. Second, it's a clue related to the ultimate external agent. There are people who are external agents, but after entering Hope's they were no longer external agents. Junko Enoshima entrusted them with a special mission. Third, there's the bundle of notes in the Kisaragi-sama in the headmaster's office. I thought it'd be fine to deal with them in advance, but Makako says we should trust them more. Kinjo! Kinjo looks like his whole life just got like... Oh, Kinjo. Oh no, Ray. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way Teria figured out. That's constantly saying they, them, those two. Or maybe Teria's just, very open-minded. He's like, oh, okay, their pronouns are they, them. No, Yuki's broken too. This cannot be. No, it can't be. I see now. Also, were you also guys not curious about the second, chair next to Akane? It was an unfamiliar fact. We talked about this possibility a few times now. When Akane Tara regained her memories, the truth being revealed, and we just naturally forgot. The Mastermind is not alone. No. Don't, you can't, no. There's more than one? Those guys? They're no longer outside agents? They? Multiple? Not Akira alone? That means the Mastermind is in Akane Taira only? That's not possible. That's it. That's the truth I wanted so much. You have to learn this truth and move on. By all means, do try. What are you guys saying? There's another Mastermind? What a joke. Look, if I was them and I didn't have information that, clearly that I'm the other Mastermind, I would think it's Teria. I would absolutely be like, no, there's no way you're this dumb. You clearly have to be the Mastermind. What are you saying? There's another Mastermind. What a joke. It's not a joke. It wasn't surprising, because we've already discussed this possibility that there's more than one Mastermind. The clue appeared to us before, and we became oblivious to that fact. The conclusion, it's quite possible. No, looking at the clues, it's highly likely to be true. Damn it, why'd I overlook this important fact? No, it was obviously Akane Taira that knocked us out. And the others were together when the lab was attacked. Did Kinjo-sama see that in person? What? The only fact that Kinjo-sama saw was that Akane Taira, who was hiding behind you, attacked as an ultimate despair. In that panic attack, Kinjo-sama didn't see any of his friends other than me. Am I wrong? That's because the Mastermind that Kinjo saw was me. Elsewhere, my colleague, that person, was attacking the students. The person you're talking about, you don't mean Enoshima. No. Why is people like Mekuru-sama like that? Yeah, I know, because I blamed Hiro non-stop during that first game. I was like, it's clearly him. He's already graduated, he's much older than all of them. He's too dumb. It's clearly a disguise. He cannot be that dumb. He must be the Mastermind. And then, wasn't. And I was like, what? I never told you that Enoshima was with me. Because when I referred to Enoshima-sama, I was calling Enoshima-sama's name. Who is it? Who's the person? No, it doesn't matter. That's right, Monokuma. No, was it another member of the Ultimate Despair that was helping outside? Yeah, that's gotta be it. You're escaping reality now. The people in the laboratory at the 79th... Right? Yeah. Hero just was that dumb. The people in the laboratory are the 79th class students Hope Peak Academy and one program called Monokuma-sama. There are no other people other than us. Didn't I tell you this already? Meaning, they are one of the 16 students from the 79th class. It's also a fact that it's one of the people here. This is the truth I really wanted. Among Us? Another mastermind? Huh? Looking at the situation so far, and seeing that there's a mastermind in the shadows, and there's only one possibility left. Akane Taira, just like you, they erased the memories that they were the mastermind. That's correct. It was them who suggested that we erase the memories of us, who were originally the masterminds. I was just following orders. Oh no, it can't be. There's another mastermind among us, but there's no way it's true. Yeah, the mastermind is Maki, or Higa, Tamori, Atano, Yamaguchi, Inori, Yohara, maybe Koshikawa, or you're not. Really? Really? You're gonna blame those two, huh? Well, they must have already died. It makes sense, right? If you can erase your own memories, you could die from the planet you devised the mastermind, right? No, you're more likely to die. In fact, out of 60 people, only 5 of us survived. There's definitely something wrong with your statement. I'm so shocked to even hear your suggestion. But what if they did die? After all, we are already considered dead. If that person could sacrifice his plan for— oh, you said his. For Hiroshima plan, they would be willing to give up their lives. Crazy bastards. You guys really are insane. Well, I was talking about possibilities. The reasons they erased their own memories despite such a risk is because they were confident that they and I would never die in a murder game. Why? There was no particular reason. That's their ability. Oh, luck? Luck? Huh? Huh? Ugh. And we're actually like this. Me and them survived and we're in this place right now, aren't we? There's no way I'll ever forget his face. He's clearly the true mastermind of this place. No, you can't. Don't be fooled, everyone. They're trying to alienate us so we don't get out of here together. No, this is the truth. The final truth. Because this is the last truth that awaits you. The truth was harsh. More despair comes over than that we were mere experimental body bags. In the end, it was impossible for the 4 of us to escape together as we had promised. One of us must be the other mastermind. The cruel truth that awaits us. So, who is it you're speaking about? Meguro. Don't look at me like that. We can't help it. This is the truth. I've been keeping this possibility in mind for a long time, so I know this isn't just some bullshit. So, what if we find out who the mastermind is? We promised to leave together. Sometimes there are truths we shouldn't know. Then what are we supposed to do? Look at me. I know that, but what can we do? We are already unable to keep the promise that we will all go out together. I'm really sorry for being a woman without blood or tears. Nevertheless, I completely ignored you, looked down on you for being incompetent, and I really hate it. Well, I still hate it, but still, just for a little bit as I could. Go out with you guys. Go out with me, Ray. I wanted to try an ability to play with a friend. To play with a friend as often as I spoke to. I've been thinking about it seriously. But in the end, one of us wouldn't be able to do that. It's impossible, unavoidable. Nekuru? Nekuru's heart fluttered in understanding. For her, the words she said before us must have shaken her heart even more. The fact that the mastermind erased their memories, in other words, they didn't know that they were the mastermind. The fact that they believed in all this, time, the source of their existence collapsing. My source. I imagine this was like, I don't know if you ever played Detroit Become Human. Hey, welcome in. But you know where like, they're trying to break the programming, they're smashing against the memory programming things. That's what's happening inside Yuki's brain right now. Ugh. Why us? Fine. If you really want to know this truth, the rest is up to you, Akane Taira. What do you mean?
I want you to tell me who among us is the other mastermind. As long as that's true, we just can't ignore it and leave.
Of course I know who they are, but I can't say it with my own mouth.
Why?
They've lost their memory now. In order for that person to return to their original self for who they are, they need to realize their own identity. That's why I deliberately left clues and hints to all of you, and induced the truth to bloom on its own. But it seems that's not enough to see that they did not recover the memories even after coming all the way here. Huh? Then after Kurokawa was executed? Even after our murder case is over, they said they would keep us alive and open a trial to uncover the truth. Everything was done in order to meet them again, to see them again. They can do anything, yeah, if only I could bring them back. Because they can overcome any kind of despair. Huh? Huh? It's nothing. Now, as expected, even though they haven't gotten their memories yet, they're probably feeling a certain sign as they find out the truth. So everyone, please start one more final last discussion. Reveal their identity. Please, return them to me.
Oh, Yuki, are you okay? It's so shocking that you could even vomit. Hey, you've been feeling sick throughout the whole trial now. Maeda. Okay, they've clearly got to figure this out, right? Maeda, you. No, it's okay. Let's continue. You can't stop now. Whatever truth comes out, Yeah, I was like, I think Ray figured it out. If we think about it based on what we said so far, the mastermind's in a state where they don't know who they are. Also, huh? What, huh?
This means that even if you guys are in your usual state without being suspicious at all, no matter who you are, there's nothing strange. Still, there's no way to find out who the real mastermind is. There's no physical evidence.
If only we had any clues.
A little more. Just a little more. It's almost there. Now I can call them soon. So I'll give you one last piece of advice. Your origin. Think about who you are. That is a situation that will come to an end.
Right? It's like, is it the one who's like... like, ghost! Hey! Thanks. Well, I think we'll be wrapping up soon because I think we still have, 3 hours left to go? From what I was told?
Origin?
Origin? Through my origin? My true identity? I'm Yuki Maeda. My origin is the one that brings us to mind my true identity. I'm Yuki Maeda. Kinjo, do you not notice this? Kinjo, pay attention to me, please. Anyway, there's a mastermind among us, and if we have to uncover them, we have no choice but to do it. Don't know what the origin is, but I have my own alibi, right? Akane Taira attacked me. If I was a mastermind, she wouldn't have to. Well, yeah, there's evidence that Kinjo's definitely not them. I'm the successor of a Tori Mart, and I've been stealing everywhere ever since I was young, so I think my existence will probably be proven by others. I don't know if you believe me because I don't know if I'm the mastermind, but I've never done anything that would put the world in despair. I know he's not you, but he handed out weapons. He didn't defend the weapons very well in the beginning. Getting close to the stopping point? Okay. If I could prove it this way, there would be records of me being invited as an external lecturer at various schools. I have no such interest in despair. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone's afraid of themselves and Yuki's just vomiting blood everywhere. Oh, Yuki, calm down. What's wrong with you? Nothing. About me? I'm the ultimate lucky student. Before I entered Hosuke Academy, I was an ordinary student. Maeda, what's wrong? Even this condition is strange. Isn't it too severe? Maeda? Surely it's not... Why are you guys looking at Yuki like, oh my god, you're so dumb and I love you? It's just that his body is sick, because since the start, Yuki continued to be unwell after the trial started, right? From the beginning of the trial, you say? Akane Taira gave us a chance to find out the truth to bring back the memories of another mastermind. They realized our true identities to turn one by one. And according to the hypothesis, she even said that they were already feeling signs of it.
What does that mean, you guys? Come on, you don't mean...
Maeda's symptoms are very unnatural. Hey, Yuki Maeda, answer me. Who are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Yuki. Yuki Maeda. There's nothing special about me. I don't know what to say. An ordinary elementary school. Elementary school? I went to an... Oh, okay. I went to an ordinary middle school. In my first motive video, my mother appeared. I'm a high school student with a very ordinary family. Yuki Maeda.
Yeah, even Terra gets it now.
My head is splitting. What is this headache? I can't open my eyes. It feels like I'm going to die. Someone save me. Oh, you look distressed, Maeda-sama. If you can still hear, I'll ask you a few questions. You said earlier that you came from a normal elementary and middle school earlier, right? Where did you go to elementary and middle school? Huh? Well, what do you mean? You may not remember what the school looked like after such a long time, but everyone knows the name of the school they went to, right? So, where are you from? Oh, that's simple. Bleh. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Well, not bleh, bleh as in bleh, 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 but like bleh as in vomiting bleh.
Besides that, you saw your own mother. What's her name? Mom? Yuki? Why? The name of the school I went to. My mom's name too. I can't remember.
So I really like this music in the back too.
What? What is this? I can do this. I know for sure. Why? Oh, Maeda-sama. The school you went to, even your parents are unknown to you. You are? Who are you?
Just pass out, Yuki. Right? Like, her name's Mrs. Maeda to all of you.
Hey, you. Hey, wake up.
Google Translate boy!
Hey. Can we say our greetings? I'm trying to work on my courage here. At the beginning of the day, we were all introducing ourselves at the front door. But you went away from the topic yourself, and since the new semester, as soon as we sit in the classroom, there's nothing to do. I don't want to sleep. This is my own idea, but you are the super cool among all the guys, right?
He's running away, like, no I ain't.
Hey, wait, don't ignore me. I apologize if I offended you. What's my purpose? No, rather than my purpose. I'm a part of the same class in the same semester. So I was just talking to my classmate who I'll be with for the next years.
This is a good stopping point? Like, as soon as he's done talking, I should stop?
You sure are a blunt, speechless guy. Well, you have such a personality, you can't help it.
Okay, so right when he's about to, like, I don't think I can stop, like, right here. Yeah, because I can't save right here.
Yamatani!
You can save during this cutscene? Oh, okay, it's not escape. What's the button then? Tab. Okay, hold on. Let me find the button first.
What's the button? What's the button?
Nope, not that one. Pop that out the way. After this talk. Oh, okay. I'm like, the escape's not working, so I don't know what to press.
Mikako, what is it? I'm worried about him. This is my opinion, but it seems like something is refusing him to hang out with friends. Oh, this girl, Mikako Kurikawa, she and I are just friends. Well, I guess you could say we're closer than that, but... What? Not interested? What? What's with that tone? Oh, a funny guy, huh? Well, calm down, Makako. I don't think there's anything good about getting mad at him here. I'm sorry, we won't bother you anymore. Still, today's a new semester. No, it's not a new school year, but it's an entrance ceremony for us still. This is my idea, because everyone seems to be good guys. I'm still in the process of introducing you. Seem like such like the greatest person ever. Like, why did we lose you so fast? So if you're thinking about it, try to join us. Yamato-ni, let's go. I don't like him. Oh, well, don't say that too much. Oh, Makako, don't worry about me, you. Oh, come to think of it, I don't even know your name yet. I won't force you, but would you tell me your name? Because we're classmates. Yuki Maeda? Maeda, right? Okay, looking forward to meeting you, Maeda. I hate having to take classes with a guy like that for several years. If it weren't for him, the others would all be good kids. You only know their names yet. Don't say that too much. It's okay to slowly get to know each other. We had to lose him because he was so great. In that way, when we first met, we were worse than now, right? Yamato-ni, when was that? But, oh well. Fine. If Yamato-ni says so, I'm sure I'll be able to get to know Maeda too. ... Okay, so I think it's here. Oh, hello. I am super creepy. He was too good. Well, that just means he gets to live in my Sims save file. Okay, so we're stopping it here for tonight, a little bit early, but that's just because it's going to go on for a long time, more than a normal cutoff would be. So that means next week is going to be the finale for this, which is super exciting, because I've been loving this so much so far. But yeah, so we'll have that after I finish it. Like, give me like a week or so and I'll finish all the Sims, and we'll have them do first a fight. No, because I don't want Sasuke to die in my first Sims game thing. First, we'll just have to see who's gonna kiss Yuki first. I guess it's her in this case. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, how this all plays out. So yeah, Sims probably a kissing one first, then a murder one to see, you know, just for fun to make them murder each other in the Sims. There's no real point. I just like doing that. As horrible as that sounds. And then we also still have baby Kinjo in these Danganronpa antagonist raise bunch of babies things, which you said it's an amazing. I cannot wait. Like, I'm really scared Yuki's. Oh wait, they said something about self-destructing, right? The island self-destructs or something like that. I want this whole island to just blow the heck up, and like Teria hanging onto the helicopter for dear life while Rei and Kinjo are like pulling him in, like, no, and I don't know. Hey, I was just doing the fight, just finishing the second game. Okay, yeah, I can do that too. And then I'll mix them in with the regular cast. That'll be fun. Alright, well, I'm going to call it, because I'm going to go finish drinking all my vitamin C, and I'll get better. So again, I will have face cam on next week. Sorry I didn't have it on today. Yeah, Kinjo to antagonist rating babies. And I'll put on my full Monokuma outfit that I had for Halloween this year. Just had a very Danganronpa theme today. Alright, well, I love you all. Thanks you all for being here, and good night.